Look who's back. Back again. We love the fact that you're out there conquering the world, but I miss you, man.
Hey, I miss you more, bro.
How are you guys doing? Don't feel like a third wheel today. We just love connecting and, of course, having you in our space. And it's going to be quite a morning on Expresso. We are reimagining AI. Yes, we're going to go there. We're going to explore how innovation, creativity, and technology are shaping the future. Outcomes-based AI, not just AI for the sake of building a big brain.
Almost looks like we used AI for our looks this morning, man. We've definitely elevated the season. And I think, is that just because I'm back?
I had to. As soon as I saw you on the roster, I was like, please, guys, team, we need to just wrangle it up. No, it's that time of the year. Maybe you need to inspire yourself, give yourself a little bit of energy. Maybe the look is where it starts, and we'll give you the weather in just a moment so you know exactly how you want to dress. But when we look at that long-term vision, that true north, AI has become such a big part of our lives. Now becomes very much a practical tool, I think, for everyday South Africans. So many people are using it. And Maxine and James Moore are back. And they are going to, I think, connect AI for everyone. South Africa is the drive. And I like the sound of that. I think it can be quite intimidating. And there are some negative sides to the conversation for sure, but it's our future. You've got to go there.
Let's get educated. Let's not run from AI. We've got to invite it in because it's clearly here to stay. But also what year is to stay and what should be staying for the rest of the year is Women's Month. We're going to make it Women's Year. We're going to continue as we celebrate this moment. And entrepreneur Priti Kubyane shares her inspiring journey from a farming family to building technology that supports African farmers. Oh, our people need the help and we need the good food, so let's get it from farm to door, and we've got a great way to do exactly that.
And you saw that. Buy fresh from the farm, comes to your door. Boom. Farm to table. We love it. Because that feeds our love language. The culinary hotline is back today. It's going to be open as private chef Branman Philander creates 3 of his favorite dishes before Chef Clem Pedro celebrates World Lasagna Day.
Is that a real thing?
It is. We're making it a real thing today. And Woolies have the best lasagna. Prove me wrong. I am sorry. Woolies lasagna. Done.
Oh, these are must-haves. So why don't you join the conversation now, Mzansi, and let us know what's the must-have side that you want with your lasagna. Is it a garlic bread? Is it a salad? Are you a veggies type of guy and girl? Well, let us know. Come through with a voice note. The number is 063-036-9649. Don't forget to use the hashtag Expresso Show, and let's make it yummy and delicious. All
right, so before we forget that we do actually work here for the next 3 hours, we're going to delve into those sporting headlines after we get into the news.
Yeah, getting so caught up in the good vibes this morning, we're forgetting that official duties must commence. So let's get it going right now. And starting off with national headlines. Now, the South African Police Service will this week announce new provincial commissioners for the Western Cape, North West, Limpopo and Mpumalanga. Now, Acting National Commissioner Lieutenant General Puleng Dimpane will make the announcements alongside the respective premiers and MECs for community safety. Now, police say the appointments form part of efforts to strengthen leadership and improve accountability under the SAPS Reset agenda. Now, the announcement follows the identification of 140 high-crime police station precincts for targeted intervention as part of a nationwide drive to restore public confidence in policing. Well, next up, the National Treasury says it will begin releasing its remaining municipal funding from Friday after temporarily withholding transfers to 69 municipalities. Now, the move is aimed at preventing disruptions to basic service delivery while ensuring municipalities remain accountable for financial management failures. Now, Treasury says the exemption is conditional, with affected municipalities still required to address their shortcomings. Now, a total of 7.1 billion rand will be released as government seeks to balance financial oversight with the need to protect communities from impact of failing local institutions. Well, we move to international headlines next. And Nigerian President Bola Tinubu has approved the country's biggest military expansion in years, authorizing the recruitment of 28,000 additional soldiers and the creation of 4 new army divisions. Now, the move comes as authorities face mounting pressure to curb violence by Islamist militants, separatists, and criminal gangs responsible for deadly attacks and kidnappings. Now, the government says the expansion will strengthen intelligence sharing, improve coordination, and speed up military responses. Now, security experts, however, warn that recruiting enough young people could prove difficult amid ongoing violence and battlefield casualties. Well, next up, a powerful 7.1 magnitude earthquake struck Japan's southern island of Kyushu yesterday, killing at least one person, injuring more than 100 others, and leaving dozens missing. Now, rescue crews are searching a partially collapsed shopping mall where several workers are feared trapped after a suspected gas explosion. Now, more than 100 aftershocks have rattled the region, while power outages, damaged roads, and suspended rail services have disrupted daily life. Now, a tsunami advisory was lifted shortly after the quake, and no abnormalities have been reported at nearby nuclear facilities. Well, lastly, we're lending to the world of sport right now and bringing on a dose of inspiration. South African swimming icon Chad le Clos has reached another remarkable milestone at the Commonwealth Games, becoming the most decorated male athlete in the event's history. Now, the 34-year-old claimed his record-breaking 20th Commonwealth medal last night when Team South Africa won silver in the mixed medley at the 4x100-meter relay. Now, his extraordinary haul now includes 7 gold, 5 silver, and 8 bronze medals, collected across 5 Commonwealth Games since his debut in 2010. Now, le Clos says the achievement means that the world to him and his family, and a reward for years of dedication, resilience, and perseverance, while inspiring a new generation of South African swimmers. Well, I'm sure that we will be diving into all things sport right now, and especially after that note, the G-Man is excited as always, and here he is with the latest.
Yep, we are in a golden season across all sporting codes at the moment. So let's get the continental connection and jump in with football as Zambia produced a dominant display to thrash Egypt, no less, 6-0 in their opening match of the 2026 Women's African Cup of Nations. Rachel Natshula opening the scoring, converting a first-half penalty, and that opened the gates before Barbara Bunner then took centre stage. 4 goals under the belt to seal an emphatic victory. Then in yesterday's other encounter, defending champions Nigeria, they suffered a shock 3-2 defeat at the hands of Malawi. So all bets are off. We love that. Now, looking at the broader footballing conversation this morning, FIFA has unveiled plans to create a new commercial company that will manage the business side of the World Cup and other major tournaments. This is notable. Up to 20% of the company could be sold to outside investors, although the proposal has already drawn criticism from UEFA itself over its transparency and the increasing commercialization of the sport. It's going to be an interesting frontier to watch over the next few years. Well, let's keep the footballing connection, but bring it back home as Mamelodi Sundowns' opening premiership clash up against Marumo Gallants has now been postponed by the Premier Soccer League. Going to have to wait just a little longer. The fixture was originally scheduled for this Saturday, but Sundowns requested more time after their pre-season preparations were disrupted by, sadly, obviously, the tragic death of midfielder Jaden Adams. And that match has been rescheduled for the 19th of August. So yes, we have to get back into the Commonwealth Games. What an unbelievable platform for all the athletes being showcased. But South Africa loving their time there. And our Laura van Niekerk delivered an outstanding performance in the pool yesterday, winning gold in the women's 50-meter breaststroke, of course, at the Commonwealth Games. Now, the reigning Commonwealth champion powered to victory, looking very strong, taking South Africa's gold medal tally now to 4. And there was obviously more success in the pool as the South African 4x100-meter mixed relay team claimed silver as well. And le Clos continues to do what he does, bagging his 20th Games medal. Incredible. We'll continue to track the medals and all those sporting headlines as we go. Most importantly, we need to get dressed for work. Let's see what you need to wear today.
Thank you, G-Man. Yes, let's dive in all things weather and see exactly how you should look today. Maybe make it smart and you can match the boys, but for now, let's dive into each city and see exactly what's going down. We're going to start off in Polokwane. Now, it looks like mostly sunny skies will be taking over your skies today. Your temperatures start from a low of 4 degrees, rising to a high of 21 degrees. Now, as we look ahead, it looks like sunny skies continue to dominate with passing clouds. And then tomorrow's daytime high is peaking at 24 degrees for the week. Looks like absolutely lovely weather out there. Klerksdorp is next, and looks like sunny skies will also be taking over your day. Temperatures ranging between a cold 6 degrees and a warm 22 degrees. Now, tomorrow ushers in sunny skies with temperatures moving between a low of 3 degrees and a nice warm 22 degrees. From Klerksdorp, we move on, going to Pretoria next. And again, the sunny skies continue. It's a bright day ahead indeed. Your temperatures ranging between a minimum of 8 degrees, moving to a max of 21 degrees for the day. Now, sun-filled days are here to stay, with daytime temperatures peaking tomorrow at a max of 22 degrees with a low of 7 degrees. Johannesburg's up next, and it looks like plenty of sunshine continues. That's what you can expect from the morning all the way through to the evening. Temperatures ranging between a cold 7 degrees and a warming 17 degrees for your maximum. We have 18 degrees displayed on the screen right now, but as you look into the week, sunny skies define your day, with daytime highs settling in the upper teens. Umbumbela's up next, and it looks like the forecast has bright, sunny skies continuing. Your temperatures are climbing from a chilly 11 degrees to start the day to a nice warm 22 degrees. No rain expected, and tomorrow sees temperatures moving from a low of 10, doubling up to 20 degrees, and then rain is forecast at 40% from tomorrow. Bloemfontein looks like you'll be spending the day under partly cloudy skies. Your temperature's sitting between a freezing 1 degree but moving to a high of 17 for your maximum. It looks like there's also a 40% chance of rain today. So before the sunny and dry conditions return from tomorrow onwards. Let's move to the coast now and take it to Richards Bay, and it looks like the thunderstorms are forecast for today. No sunny skies. You've got an 80% chance of rain in your side of town. Temperatures ranging from a low of 14 to a high of 20 degrees. And cloudy and wet conditions will continue in the coming days, with rain chances averaging around 54% for the week. Sticking to the coastline, moving to Durban, it looks like the rain continues. 80% is what's accompanied by gentle southwesterly winds today. Temperatures moving between 13 and 19 degrees. Now, listen up. You're in for wet days ahead. Rain is forecast at 25% tomorrow and 55% on Friday. Well, let's see what Mthatha has in store. Is it sunny skies? I don't know, because it looks like heavy rain actually, and that can be expected today. It's forecast at 100%. It's going to be wet out there. Temperatures ranging between a nippy 5 degrees and only hitting a high of 11. And tomorrow's bringing cloudy and wet conditions. Rain chance at 40%, and the temperatures moving between 4 and 14 degrees. It's definitely chilly out there. Out in Nquba, your region can expect showers chanced at 25%. Temperatures moving between a cold 3 degrees and a high of only 13 for the day. Now, the rest of the day's partly cloudy conditions are set from tomorrow, with temperatures remaining cool, reaching a high of only 17 degrees for your maximum. Out in Kukompo City, your Wednesday ushers in some rain, enhanced at 75%. The temperatures ranging from a chilly 10 degrees to a high of 16 degrees today. And as the day progresses, rain chances begin to ease, dropping from 40% tomorrow and 20% or 25% by Friday. Out in GQ Mbecha, showers are on the cards today at 55%. It's going to be wet out there. Your temperature starting from a low of 9 degrees and moving to a daytime high of only 18 degrees. Now, a mix of sunny and cloudy conditions are set for the coming days, with tomorrow's temps rising from 10 degrees and only moving to a max of 19 degrees. George, however, brings a little bit of an interesting day ahead. It'll be defining your day with some grey skies. Temperatures ranging from a cool 7 degrees and only moving out to a high of 17. And as we look ahead, tomorrow brings partly cloudy skies, a daytime high of 18 degrees, and looks like it's going to be moving more or less in this region for the rest of the week. Out in CT, it looks like a bright sunshine full day today. Temperatures sitting between 9 and 20 degrees in Cape Teezy. And the next 2 days bring mostly cloudy conditions, with cool to pleasant temperatures settling at 21 degrees for both days. Looks like the winds also stop, so maybe get out in the ocean. Out in Southerlies or Sutherland up next, partly cloudy conditions are expected across your region today. Temperatures ranging from a -2 to a daytime high of only 13 degrees. And as we look ahead to the rest of the week, cloudy conditions are taking over. Daytime highs ranging in the mid to upper teens, and that's happening for the next 2 days. Sticking inland in Kimberley, and the skies are set to remain partly cloudy throughout for the day. Temperatures starting from a cold 2 degrees and moving to a pleasantly warm high of 21 degrees for your maximum. Now, sunny skies are set to dominate the remainder of the week. You've got warm temperatures and humid conditions continuing throughout. Now, from Kimberley, we move to Uppington next, and always bringing the sunshine. It looks like today is much the same. Sunshine is forecast for the day. You can expect chilly mornings, a low of 4 degrees, but moving to a nice warm 24 degrees for your maximum. Now, sunny skies are defining the days ahead. You are clear of rain, and tomorrow's temperatures ranging from 4 degrees to a high of 23 degrees for your maximum. Here's the rest of the weather patterns across the country, but of course, let's get excited and hyped for our sunrise view of the hour. It needs that gravitas because, come on, Keith Dyer came through all the way from Gunubi in Kukompo City with this, an absolute banger. Keith capturing the sun in that pre-burn phase. Before it even hits the horizon, you've got this beautiful display of a promise of just fire coming through for the day. So, Keith, hey man, the bar's been set, baby. And we've got 2 more to celebrate throughout the morning. So, Mzansi, you think you can do better? Well, come through and share your sunrise view for us. And now, you know exactly what to wear. Keep it dapper, and let's join the rest of the crew. Speaking of, look at this dapper lad out here. Hey, G-man.
Thank you. Yes, the bar has been set this morning. I'm loving today. There's all sorts of days being celebrated. Could be National Keith Day. Thank you so much for that great picture. And he's always the first to send it in. Of course, we've got Lasagna Day coming up with our culinary hotline a little bit later. But it's also National Lipstick Day today. Now I've got your attention. What better place to celebrate than the home of beauty, Woolies Beauty, and they've been on another level this season. We're putting the spotlight on one of the most iconic beauty essentials, let's be honest, and finding out from the experts what makes lipstick so powerful. So first up, we're going to chat to the incredible Tracy Lee Smart from Estee Lauder.
Hi everyone, my name is Tracy Lee Smart. I am an Estee Lauder beauty consultant here at Woolworths Tiger Valley store, and you can find me right here 5 days a week. Because it's lipstick day today, I feel that it's the quickest way to transform your entire look. With one swipe of lipstick will give you that confidence and ready to take over the world. The color that I would recommend to anyone is a rosy nude shade. It's elegant and it's effortless and it suits just about anyone. So what makes Estee Lauder stands out when it's combined with luxury and performance, beautiful lipsticks with pigments, it softens and comfortable on the lips. We do have formulas and ingredients, which is our nourishing ingredient that hydrates the lips for long-lasting effect. I feel like every woman deserves a beautiful lipstick that gives them that effortless and timeless finish, but also a confidence booster.
Well, hopefully you feel that boost this morning. From everyday nudes to bold statement shades, finding the right lipstick has never been easier or empowering. So celebrate National Lipstick Day with Woolworths Beauty, and you can find your perfect shade in-store, online, or using their amazing app.
Hey, and we got a great show ahead of Mzansi. Let me tell you that AI, if it's overwhelming you, don't worry. You've come to a safe space. Now, we brought these incredible souls here. We've got Maxine and James, and they're going to be ushering in this conversation about AI and how it can empower us. You guys doing good this morning?
Oh my gosh, so good. So
the most important question, are you real? You're not AI, right? Yeah, they're real. It's verified? Okay, so we're going to have a real conversation. So grateful to have you this morning. And Mzansi, let's get our empowerment on. And this overwhelming feeling, it is no more after this. See you soon.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Oh, it's going to be a great chat this morning. And I think I'm primed to have this chat because I'm terrified and so excited at the same time about where technology is going. So we want to put it to you guys, the real experts out there. If AI could take one daily task off your hands forever, what would you choose?
Oh, so
buddy?
many things. I wish AI could just like not just plan my meals, but actually make it for me. That would be beautiful, right? Just like come home and you have your meals sorted for you. Protein, carbs, macros, all there.
And encourage you
man.
as you eat it. Sit with you, maybe just clink, clink.
Compliment
a
me.
glass.
Hey, you're
I
looking
like
good,
it.
man.
See, I get lonely and I am starved for connection, man. I absolutely love it. But we want to hear from you guys. Please let us know. I think the bottom line is we are starting to streamline so many business processes, things in the social media and the social development space. It's just crazy. So there's so much value to be had there, so we want to delve into that.
So let's do exactly that. And artificial intelligence, hey, let's be honest, it's rapidly becoming part of everyday lives. We can't run from it any longer. It's not just a phase. It seems like it might be here to stay. So from the way we work and learn to how we solve problems, we've got to address this. So this morning, Maxine and James Moore, co-founders of AI for Everyone South Africa, are joining us to explore how AI can become a practical tool, one that empowers ordinary South Africans rather than something people fear. So, these feelings, let's get rid of them.
You really are, you are trying to save the world here. So we're going to save all relationships, which you've done. Tick that box.
Done.
Now we're going to sort out technology. And it's one of those terrifying things because I think when we feel like we are losing control, that's when the anxiety comes in. And it doesn't feel like we have control of this, but we have never had control of frontier technology. It's always breaking new ground. So how are you feeling about this in terms of you wanting to create this platform? Are we ready as a species? Are we ready to embrace AI? Clearly, you have found a very practical way of jumping off.
Yeah, so I mean, I think that that's a very big question, but I think, you know, we can no longer pretend it doesn't exist and that it's not empowering some people. And the point of this platform is to make sure that it actually empowers all
Equity.
people, because the people who have access to education or finances around AI are now being able to implement it and learn skills and increase income, while there might not be that kind of general AI literacy being taught yet. I mean, I'd like to see what's in schools in a few years.
And I think that's the kind of sentiment everybody is, well, whoever I chat to is kind of feeling the same thing. Everyone has a buddy that's thriving, or I've got this guy that's just like, you know, he's gone like 10 times up on this, but like...
It's like crypto.
Yeah, it's almost like that, but you never actually have the real engagement with real people in your community. And it almost makes you feel like, have I missed the wave? Is it not for me? Is it something that only those people can implement, like the tech giants, you know, the gurus, and then us normal people can just like watch the show? Or is there still maybe a chance for us to get involved? Is this the platform forward? James?
Yeah, well, the big misconception about AI is that it's all to do with coding and, you know, programming, and you need to know these skills. But
Yes.
the thing is, you don't. It translates those skills into plain English. Like, I'm training for this High Rocks in Cape Town next month. So I decided
Good
to get
luck,
AI
bro.
to... I'm going to need it. I'm going to need
Does the robot go with you? Does the robot go with you?
No, but I got the robot, the AI, to build me a personalised training app. I don't know coding, I don't know programming. I just said, hey, can you build me an app that's going to prepare me for this? And it just did it. So that's the kind of thing that
And
you
you're
can get
following
AI
that?
to do. Yeah,
You
yeah,
actually
I'm sticking
action
to
it?
it. I'm actually sticking to a plan.
Nice.
And it
Okay.
feels quite nuanced because it's based on you and you can input the delivery. What I like about this is we are so interested in learning again. In how do we learn? How do we activate those tools? Why is it so important to focus on that element? Because if you apply these kind of technologies and tools in a Khayelitsha, where there is no framework, suddenly the fast forward becomes groundbreaking.
Yeah, so I think this is where I really felt inspired to kind of get going on this project. I was looking around me and I've actually been praying about a way that we can really serve the general community at large in an impactful, long-lasting way. I don't want it to be a drop in the ocean. You know, you can do a big drive for one weekend, but how are we serving people and setting them up for success 1 year, 5 years,
Where's
you
the
know,
system
to come?
to carry that, yeah.
And so this is supporting people in understanding the basics of AI to then learn skills that they need to start a small business, to write better CVs, to practice interview questions and become more employable. So it lets the everyday person upskill in such a radical way. Imagine you have a personal tutor in your back pocket, you know?
And there's a reason why we've lent into that over the years from a learning model. Once we realize once you're struggling to learn, just make it a more personal connection, make it more nuanced, and suddenly you unlock.
And it's almost as if, like, I don't know, this conversation always seems to be about how AI is taking over jobs. It's taking over positions in the workplace. And this is another fear that I see, like really being entertained by it. Is there a different side to this coin, though? Because with many people that might be in these positions that are losing their jobs to AI, is there a flip side to the coin? Is there a way that it can still maybe, like you mentioned now, empower them to take on a new opportunity or not be like, I'm a victim, it's the end of the world, the end of the road? What are the options here?
Well, I think there's actually a big misconception there that people think AI is coming for your job.
Feels like it.
But in most cases, you're not going to lose your job to AI. You're going to lose your job to someone who knows how to use AI better than you. So actually, that's an opportunity for you to learn how to use AI to just ramp up your skills, your productivity, so that you can really be a valuable asset in the workplace.
And you can take your skill set into new spaces. That can be the gateway into those sorts of elements. I think the intimidation factor is always there. And if you are a kind of an all-or-nothing person, and certainly from a generation that isn't comfortable with AI, you're going to just close that off. Why is it so important to focus on practical ways in? What's a great first step? And obviously you've created the platform to have that framework, but what's a good way to approach AI for me?
I think just start by asking questions. Go on to whatever it is, ChatGPT, and say, hey, how can I use you to help me manage my finances? How can I use you to help me build a website? How can I use you to start a small bread baking business? Whatever it is,
open the door.
Ask it questions and follow the answers.
Wow.
And sign up for our free 8-week program, which will teach you all these things, how to implement it from, just basically literally logging in. What do I use? How do I log in? To actually, how do I use it to learn skills that help me in my specific life?
And this is the joy here. You can create this full circle moment. And as much as I'm terrified about it, when you see, I work with some big tech companies here, and when you see the social development that is able to happen, how kids can just plug into that. But it starts with the purpose, I think, of why you want to do this. So if I had to ask you, if we could put that question to you, if there was one thing in your life that you wish was redundant, that you wish you could just do away with and never have to do again, because that's the power here. We can maybe do away with useless jobs. We keep saying we want that job, I want to earn that. Do you really want to earn 8 cents an hour? I don't think so. I think we want to elevate. We all want to move forward. So what's that thing for you?
Yeah, I'll tell you in one sec. I think one piece I want to add, when I think about people who are doing really important things, like nurses being with patients, teachers being with students, how many hours are they wasting on maybe marking,
Forms.
paperwork, filing?
Yeah, that's
So it's
true.
like, let's automate the aspects that don't need a human, that are actually not helpful, and let's really then have more time to do the things that humans should be doing.
Admin, you're
engaging
saying.
with
Yeah.
humans, So for me, what AI is already doing, as an example, is, say I see a client and I need to send them a summary of the call with any takeaway or homework that they need. Okay, AI is going to take the call, like transcript, write a summary, email them. That's half an hour after each client saved for me. So now I can
You can focus
do
on
something
the
else.
emotional
Exactly. Things that
quotient of what
matter,
you're
yeah.
doing. I absolutely love it. There was an anecdote given I think at the Johns Hopkins Hospital, where they've got the oldest living practicing doctor, over 100 years old, with the youngest, most freshly qualified doctor doing the rounds together, connected by technology. Imagine what that means for our species, but that's a technological thing. We've got to have it. Thank you so much for creating this platform. We're going to take them onto the socials to pump out how you can get the wow factor in your own life, but we're going to continue this chat in just a moment.
Absolutely. Just for now, though, if you'd like to sign up right now, we are going to be chatting about this in a bit. You can visit www.ai4, the number 4, everyone, the number sa.com/AI for everyone South Africa. It's on your screens right now, but stay with us. There's still lots to discuss about AI for everyone South Africa with Maxine and James Moore. See you there.
Only you can make my day.
welcome back to one of the most heated, interesting conversations we've had all year. I came with a lot of baggage when it comes to AI. Now, I'm trying to play devil's advocate for my own sake here as well, because it's my kids' future that we're talking about now.
Absolutely, and we've obviously unpacked why AI matters in our previous conversation, so welcome back, because now we're going to explore how AI for Everyone South Africa will help people turn curiosity into practical skills that they can actually use every day. And of course, we're still joined again by Maxine and James Moore after incredible conversation. And one thing I wanted to just highlight is, if we didn't do it well enough in the previous convo, the organization, the actual work that you're doing, this program, what is a sort of example of someone that, let's say, I've eradicated my fear of AI, I'm ready to embrace this world and make it improve my life. How do I do that? How does this sort of organization and movement that you've created make that actually happen?
Okay, so at the moment, I don't know when last you used Google, but most people are just using ChatGPT like a search engine.
Exactly.
A recipe for this, and
Every
that's
question,
great.
yeah.
But now imagine, person down the road having this idea, they're so good at baking rusks, they've been doing it for the last 10 years for their family, and they're like, maybe I could double my income before Christmas and do whatever with that. And so they use AI to make a small business plan, to make some social media content, and literally in 6 months have a business that's generating some extra income. So I think it's about making this very practical and serving our everyday life where we are today.
And I love that. You can, even as a baker, because we get a lot of like love language food vibes here, but because it turns commercial very quickly, you can look at your orders, you can say, okay, ChatGTP, what's been shining, what works really well, what ingredient I'm using that's expensive could be taken out of some of the things, just a little thing here and there. It's a big brain, it wants to work on your behalf. I absolutely love that. Get practical. You have created a community around this, and that's the first thing that kind of breaks down those barriers. Why is having that shared learning and that community hands to a tribe to guide us through the process? And you've obviously had a lot of educational understanding in that space. Why is this shared learning journey so important to you?
Yeah, well, there are a few things there. Like, first of all, learning in a group, you're about 3 times more likely to finish a course or a program as opposed to just learning on your own.
Wow.
Just that very nature of being in a group. And also the nature of being in a group. People are going to have different use cases for AI. I'm going to want to use it in my business. Someone else is going to want to use it in their business or just their personal lives. And we can all learn from each other in that way.
I love that. And ask questions.
Exactly.
I think the ordinary South African needs to kind of almost change their mindset. I don't know what you would encourage in terms of how we look at this, because we have varied people in our world, right? Obviously, some of us are really struggling with the basics, and then some of us are looking to thrive. But I think across the board, it seems like there's a way that this can enhance anybody's sort of circumstance, regardless of what or where they are on that sort of spectrum, right? I mean, from something as basic as finances, getting out of a hole, to getting out of a creative hole. Is there a way that you can sort of like further fast track this to become something that's a system, a program, or is that what you're actually offering in this course? Is that already what exists?
Well, basically, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
My experience is taking complex topics like quantum physics and breaking them down into bite-sized courses, 2-minute video, a few questions, build the skill there, move on. And that's what we're doing with AI. It seems intimidating at first, but there are some simple platforms, simple tools that anyone can use. And the thing is, once you get used to using those platforms, it then is a self-fulfilling prophecy. It accelerates yourself. You learn how to ask questions, and the right kind of questions that allows you to make your life better, your business better, whatever it is.
We are sharing
Exciting.
data, and we are reacting to that data. And there is something magical about that when we have a shared vision. And this, I think, does allow people to access their purpose. So we stop thinking about our job as being all we are. Because we get so frustrated with people having to go through something to discover purpose. Live your purpose through what you're doing every single day. If there was one thing that you could introduce for South Africans, what do you think would make life better here if we could employ AI in the right way in a South African context? Because we are hustlers, baby. We are always looking for that next thing. We know what it's like to punch above our weight class. So we are primed for this kind of tool.
Yeah, kind of what I alluded to earlier, where you can use AI like a search engine, that's quite basic, but what if we could use it to give us an hour or two back every day to live more in our purpose, to do the things that really matter to us, whether that is job-related or family-related. And so it's about taking some of the busy work, or just maybe it can take you 6 months to learn how to do something, and instead you can learn the same thing in 2 to 4 weeks. So how much more momentum and drive and vision does that give any person?
And I like the fact that there are certain things that I know about myself that I can't do. As soon as it becomes very detail-orientated, I'll step back. This is a detail-orientated machine that wants that kind of thing.
I'm just more blown away by how I've had a perception change, because I'm thinking like AI is something that I'm looking to give me this answer and solve my problems. But if I look at it, I know what the problems are. I can just plug that in. I mean, I'm looking at this situation with my wife where she's waking up at like 4 a.m., constantly programming for her clients every day at the gym. And I'm like, this doesn't seem right. You're stressing every morning. There should be a way to change this. And I'm like, hang on, if she just went to this course, she could develop a system, develop a program that would allow her to sleep in. We could spend more time to, hey guys, is this what it's about?
I don't know if your motivations are on the right level here. I feel like
I get it.
we spent about half an hour to get to this beautiful place of passion and purpose to save the world, dude. And now you're getting like 45 minutes to sleep in the morning. But that's okay. It's the small incremental changes. The most important thing, I think this speaks to a long-term systemic change. Organizations need to get on board, communities, schools, please need to get on board. How do we plug in and make this a long-term partnership and journey with you guys?
Yeah, so very excitingly, the first cohort starts on the 1st of September. So we have the whole of August to get people enrolled. It's free, so anyone can sign up and join and literally have this 8-week experience where every week, like we said, even if you know nothing, week 1 is so basic. Building up to the point where, let's say, like your wife, she then by the end will be like, okay, cool, not because I understand in a really structured way, now I see how this could help me improve my business.
Implement a system or something, yeah.
So August is for enrolling. We are partnering with different companies at the moment to, let's say, sponsor some technology like laptops or data packages for students and to, help kind of spread this movement. And so the website's up, you can go sign up, and you can either sign up as a learner or as a contributor if you want to be involved. Because last thing to say, we have a big Facebook community, and if people want to contribute their skills, let's say someone's like, I already work in AI, I help people take 1 image of themselves and generate 20 images for marketing purposes, then they could offer a 30-minute extra bonus masterclass for people who just want that specific skill. So there's loads of ways to be involved, either to learn or to contribute.
And that's strategic network building right there. That's your framework to go and take your idea and make it commercial.
Beautiful stuff.
Well
Listen,
done,
let me
guys.
stick around for this because obviously we've got Mzansi talking. We've been asking this question which we posed to you about AI and what it could do for you in terms of changing your life. What's one of the favorite or one of the mundane tasks that you'd love AI to take over? Listen, we've got a lot of comments that we want to share right now. The conversation will be going on, and it looks like DC Class has this to Wayne. He says, good morning, Expresso. I'd happily let AI take over meal planning and grocery shopping. Deciding what to cook every day is harder than cooking itself. That extra time could be spent making memories and instead of shopping lists. I like this, right?
And you can even budget. So let's say I have this much to spend. This is what I want my nutrition to look like.
Oh, yeah.
Make me a shopping list.
And I've only got like
plan.
500 Rand for the week or next 2 weeks. Ooh,
It's
okay.
World Lasagna Day. What are we eating tonight?
we got more
Another
comments to
comment coming
share.
through there. Madam Speaker, Zanele, April, thank you for gracing us. Sending CVs, stopping my daily tears and my emotional stress and preparing my son every morning. We've got to say, there is a line. It can do only so much. It can't parent for you.
Is there a connection here? Because, I mean, in a sense, like your emotions could somehow be affected if you get things right. I would imagine you could sort your life out.
Well,
here,
let's say you have an amazing CV and you're getting positive feedback on that. I think the daily tears might stop in this example.
Start feeling like self-worth? Yeah, okay.
I do encourage people to maybe draw the line at asking, let's say, deeper emotional issues, like what I do in my relationship, and use it. Personally, for me, this is how I see it, where I want to, like, check in with my heart for those kind of questions and use it for more practical things. So, exactly, CVs, routines, meal plans.
Don't use it as a cheat code, use it to enhance yourself. And I think that's vitally important. I think the geniuses and the creatives out there who are leaning into AI aren't doing it to replace their talent, they're using it to enhance their talent.
And create more time for their talent. No one wants to be doing paperwork or admin.
People just want to sleep.
We just want to sleep.
We want to be
45 minutes.
sleeping.
Listen, we got more comments to share. Next up, we got Cholo Kekana. Good morning, Expresso. If AI could take one thing off my hands, it would be laundry. That's washing, folding, putting it away. I'd take back so many hours of my week. I think if you add it up over a lifetime, that's years that you could get back.
How are we going to process emotionally if we're doing no cleaning, guys?
This is
You're in a
true.
relationship. How are you going to do that, man? Or you're going to have, again, you're going to need the robot to sit with you, to talk with you while it does the laundry. Okay.
Listen,
Come
sometimes
on,
it
man.
makes you angrier, so I get it. This is making sense. We've got one more comment to share here from Natasha.
Natasha, thank you so much for weighing in. Good morning. She says probably photo culling. Oh, going through hundreds of images to pick the best ones. I'd happily let AI do that forever. But again,
Kids.
as a parent, I have anxiety that I am going to miss a photo
What if
somewhere.
they delete the best one?
Exactly. So I'm going to need something with the 5 terabytes of kids' photos that I have. What you guys are doing is amazing, and hopefully you've seen how you've been able to change our tone just a little bit. Even the angels are supplying the music for us right now. But more power to you. Go out there and change minds and empower young people to use these tools. This is an amazing platform. Well done.
Thanks
Appreciate
for having
you,
us.
Mzansi.
Thank you.
Appreciating this conversation. You know where to sign up if you want to be a part of the AI revolution and upskill yourself. But for now, though, stick around because the upskilling continues straight after this. See you here.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, Mzansi, welcome to it. Things are really special here. Why? Because this right here is the culinary hotline. Bling, ting, ting, ting. Oh, I love the drama and I love being out here in the kitchen. And today, of course, we're going to begin with celebrating the fact that it is World Lasagna Day. Yes, that's a thing. And then also we've got an incredible chef here this morning to answer any of the questions that we might have this morning. So the one and only Chef Clem Pedro in the house. Of course, Mzansi, if you have any conundrums, anything you want solved, come through with the number 0630369649. That's a voice note, a WhatsApp. You got a picture of a meal that just doesn't look the way it should. This man's got all the answers for you, all right? But for now, though, I want to say good morning to you, my friend. How are you doing?
I am so good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm excited by the fact that there's a thing called World Lasagna Day.
Right?
Get out of here, bro.
And I've been in my lasagna era. I've been cooking lasagnas left, right, and center, not knowing. I'm just getting closer to that moment.
Just celebrating this moment, yeah?
So we're all gonna make lasagna. We'll have lasagnas a little later.
Cool.
We actually, plot twist, we're gonna make pancakes.
Ooh.
But I am gonna make a cheese sauce which goes with the lasagna. So
Okay,
The
okay.
reason I want to make pancakes is
Yeah.
because I want to have a conversation with you. We're talking AI today. And when we talk, when I think Ryle and I think food, I think pancakes. Because you always end up on a mountain
I
next to
see
a
where you're
lake
going with
somewhere.
this.
So I
Hey,
thought,
man, yeah, we're back.
this is an easy enough dish to make and have a
Yeah.
conversation. Talk to me about this whole thing about AI. You're known for your pancakes and nature, and it's something I feel like you'll hand down to Raul Jr., right?
Man.
What about Raul Jr. getting all his inspiration, not from where mom, granny, auntie, uncle, dad, but from AI? What does it actually say for the future of food in our country?
It's crazy, but at the same time exciting, man, because obviously we've got all these odes, these traditions, these cultural nuances that we get from our ancestors, our forefathers, our parents, our grands. But I think it's about AI being a part of this new tradition, the new revolution. Something that was never taught to me was making pancakes in a mountain.
Right.
And the more I've been out in that space, the more I've been realizing there's so much more you can do. Speaking of, right, the craziest example happened this weekend. I've been getting out in the mountain and I took my wife's brother, Matt, little brother, he's still in high school, and he wants to go to chef school, right?
Right.
So he's been out in the mountain and he sees me cooking up these flapjacks and he's like, hey man, I love the idea. He tells me he wants to collab and he wants to come and join me in the mountain, elevate pancakes for guests and create an experience. I'm like, hey man, this is a great idea. I don't have the greatest admin skills. He's a chef, I'm good at hiking. We're like, why don't we use AI to create recipes and take people out in the mountain and share this experience? Boom! That right there started a tradition for us. So
That's amazing.
So this is something that we are like working towards. I want to get my guiding license. He's going to keep working on his chefing skills until he can go to chef school. And this is what AI has allowed us to do is, before it would have just been an idea.
Right.
It would have just like, oh, that would be cool one day. No. Today's the day, because we can now implement AI to do all the things that we hate doing. The writing of the business plans, the
Right.
finding a website, it's getting all that other stuff out the way so we can focus on the things we love, right? I love making pancakes and finding the best spots in the mountain, and Matt loves just sprucing it up, elevating it, and doing that chef kind of thing that I think is going to become one day. So, bro, AI is doing wild things for allowing us to actually chase those crazy ideas, chase those dreams, chase recipes that hopefully can one day be something that I'll pass on to the future young nature boy or nature girl hiking in the mountain or anything of that sort, man. So it is crazy, and I love that you bring it.
It hasn't taken away. It's kind of just created a new path.
It would have taken away if I didn't think about the other side of it. And I think,
Right.
much like jobs, much like anybody in this position right now, you might be in a position where you're like, hey, I'm a sous chef and I don't think I'm going to have any value anymore because AI is going to be able to take over my role of like what needs to be added to these meals.
The chef,
You know what I
right?
mean, right? So it's not that crazy and overwhelming when you think that, I promise you, every industry, every person, every individual has an opportunity to use AI to enhance, right?
Got
so
you.
let's do that right now, bro.
Let's do it, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do
Okay.
it. What's in the pot?
Butter into the pot, and then we added some flour. So basically, we're gonna make a roux. So this is gonna be our beautiful white sauce that goes with lasagna. But
Okay.
today, we're gonna use it for pancakes.
Nice.
So once the butter and the flour has mixed together, and this is what AI can't tell you, you're supposed to smell things start getting nutty. You want to cook the flouriness out of the flour. Okay?
okay.
The flour is there because it's gonna actually help thicken and bind and make that
Yes,
sauce.
yes.
But you want to cook the flouriness out. Also, you're gonna get that grit of powder in your mouth. You don't want that. So slowly, we're gonna start adding. I say slowly, but I'm gonna go all in. But gradually
time.
add that milk and stir at the same time, and it's gonna start thickening. And the trick about adding milk to your white sauce, and then you think it's not getting thick enough, and you start adding more flour.
Yeah.
It's only gonna start thickening once it starts simmering.
Whoa.
And then at the end they end up with wall glue, and what happened? It's because you didn't wait for it to simmer. So it's gonna start simmering.
Interesting.
And when it starts simmering, it's gonna start thickening. So right now we're just busy with like milk.
Okay.
You can see there.
And that's not simmering yet.
That's
right?
not simmering yet, and it's already starting to thicken, actually. It's getting there. Once it gets thick, we're going to start adding our cheese, and the team have been very gracious today. We got 3 types of cheeses. One's a mature cheddar, one's a white, like a gewone cheddar, also delicious.
Gewone cheddar.
Love a gewone cheddar. And then we've got a bit of a mature Gouda, or you can use an Emmental as well.
Sure.
Ryle, it happened.
Want me to pass this over
It
to you?
happened. Here we go.
Oh, look, I don't know if TV saw this already, but check that out. Immediate transformation
That happened
right there.
so quickly. So this, with your white sauce, is going to be your cheese sauce. Actually, you don't need cheese sauce for the white layer in the lasagna. We're
Yeah.
big fans. We're adding the cheese. But at home, go without the cheese and just do a beautiful white layer and do the cheese on top. If you want to, like,
Oh,
you
that's
wanna-
nice
So
and
let's
naughty. I like the sound of that. So you want
let's
some
go.
cheese, bro?
There we go.
One, we got number
Oh,
2.
very, very
and we got
important,
number 3.
Raul. What you want to do is you don't want to add all the cheese all at once. You can end up with a big cheese ball. Okay?
Oh,
You
of course.
want to gradually
yeah,
melt
yeah, yeah.
it.
So
But-
you keep scattering a bit of cheese in and then keep stirring at the same time?
Absolutely, but what I want to do is, because of how thick my sauce has ended up already,
Sure.
I want to dilute it a bit. You can add milk, but water works just
you
as
sure?
well.
Just-
Absolutely.
But like, wouldn't the water eventually like steam and cook out again at the end? No.
Well, the thing about adding more milk is you're just going to add more richness to it, and it's
Yeah.
perfectly fine
Yeah.
if you want to. We're going to add more water because we're going to be adding creamy elements to it. So it's not that you're going to end up with a... The water's not going to evaporate.
Okay.
You just don't need to make it ultra rich.
Okay.
You're also going to be adding a bolognese to it, so it's like super...
You know what? I tried this, and just to bring the pancakes back, seeing that we did speak about it, right? And I'm kind of becoming a specialist, if I do say so myself.
You are.
But I've actually tried when like a random couple people were like, "Hey, we're gonna join the hike last minute," and I'm like, "I don't have enough like cake batter or mixture."
Yes.
I've added water to that batter. Guys, don't do that.
It's like... Okay, Tom, what happened?
Don't do that.
What
Like,
happened?
It's the weirdest thing. You think, okay, cool, I add the water in, the mixture gets a little bit more like runnier. I'm like, hey, cool, I can work with this. Pop it in. The water does the craziest thing in a pancake sort of a mix. It literally almost like just disappears, cooks off, and it creates this like clumpy effect on the pancakes. Not a vibe whatsoever at all.
Not a vibe.
I found adding milk to a pancake batter was way better. And I think it's because you're literally taking that batter, putting it straight on a pan, heating it up, and that's where you get that weird reaction. So milk is a way better addition to kind of change the viscosity of your pancake mix, more than I would say water. But not the case for lasagna style, obviously, because this is a complete different game. These are like layers of cream and moisture that we're adding. So this makes sense as to why you'd have that difference.
Absolutely.
Hey, man, science.
You know what is absolutely amazing? That you can have two guys in a kitchen talking absolutely nonsense, but by the end of that time, they would have made a fantastic
Something delicious.
3-cheese sauce.
Oh, look at the... Oh, man.
Velvety and delicious 3-cheese sauce. And this happened live in camera in front of you from scratch. So if you want to... Raul de Mornay, it's hot. It's hot. But just to say...
Are you giving this to me?
Yeah, be careful. It's really hot.
Really hot.
I see people... Oh, watch your finger. I see people buy cheese sauces in store. We just made it real time in front of you. There's no reason to buy a cheese sauce when you can make it fresh. Fresh. Look at Raul's face.
This is better than anything. Man, it's honestly like it's creamy. It's not too cheesy because it's something that can be really overpowering and like not a vibe again. But bro, the balance on this is just delicious. I would use this on more than just a lasagna. I would use this on anything, any meal, anything that requires like a creaminess, a layer of indulgence.
Absolutely.
I think you've got a winner right here. But hey, seeing that it is World Lasagna Day, bon
Right?
appetit, bro. That is delicious.
Super simple.
I would eat a bowl. Can you make like a soup out of this?
Well, here's the thing. You take this actual sauce, and what I do is I make it, and I actually, once it's cooled down, I freeze it. And I have a frozen cheese sauce and it stays. And that's not to just whip it back together and it comes back together. It makes amazing addition to like when you're topping a pie, a fish pie as well. A seafood pie, we don't have enough seafood.
Something as simple as like a burger, put it on a steak for a sauce even.
Put mushrooms in there, you got a mushroom sauce. Put peppers in there, you got a pepper sauce. Put jalapenos in there, you got jalapeno cheddar sauce.
I think the only thing you really need to do now is take your phone out, point it right to that screen, scan that QR code that you're seeing, and voila! You got the first steps to success as we celebrate World Lasagna Day with the one and only Chef Clem Pedro. This is your culinary hotline bling. You got any questions, concerns, bring it our way, and we are here to serve you. Mzansi, we'll see you after this, but your first step, it was absolutely delicious. Well played, bro. Booyah.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hey, Mzansi, welcome back at your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And we are 2 minutes to approaching the hour, which means official duties can commence, and it's plug you in on the latest. So let's start off with national headlines and the South African National Roads Agency. Now, there's lots of important information that's going to be coming this morning and lots to celebrate.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hey, what's happening, Mzansi? Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We've just celebrated a whole lot of AI and culinary conundrums in the last hour, and we've still got a lot more to get through to. But for now, though, it's just approached that hour once again, and we are diving into official duties. Now, starting with national headlines, the South African National Roads Agency, SANRAL, has announced it will return to an open tender process for routine road maintenance and engineering consultancy services after court rulings found its contractor panel system unlawful and unconstitutional. Now, CEO Reginald Demana said new tenders would be issued in phases, while existing contractors would remain in place until the end of November to ensure uninterrupted road maintenance. Now, the agency says the changes will strengthen procurement processes and comply with court orders following recent litigation over tendered irregularities. Well, next up, the South African Police Service will this week announce new provincial commissioners for the Western Cape, the Northwest, Limpopo and Mpumalanga. Now, Acting National Commissioner Lieutenant General Puleng Dimpane will make the announcement alongside the respective premiers and MECs for community safety. Now, police say the appointments form part of efforts to strengthen leadership and improve accountability under the SAP's reset agenda. Now, the announcement follows the identification of 140 high-crime police station precincts, and that's for targeted intervention as part of a nationwide drive to restore public confidence in policing. Well, moving to international headlines next, and US President Donald Trump held separate White House talks with Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu yesterday, as conflicts in Ukraine and the Middle East remained at critical stages. Now, Zelensky sought continued US military support, including air defense assistance, while Netanyahu's discussions focused on Iran and regional security. Now, this week, Netanyahu's first in-person meeting with Trump since the Iran war began, as the leaders sought to patch over public disagreements. Now, the world leaders were in Washington to attend Senator Lindsey Graham's funeral. Now, next up, Nigerian President Bola Tinubu has approved the country's biggest military expansion in years, authorizing the recruitment of 28,000 additional soldiers and the creation of 4 new army divisions. Now, the move comes as authorities face mounting pressure to curb violence by Islamist militants, separatists, and criminal gangs responsible for deadly attacks and kidnappings. Now, the government says the expansion will strengthen intelligence sharing, improve coordination, and speed up military responses. Now, security experts, however, warn that recruiting enough young people could prove difficult amid ongoing violence and battlefield casualties. Well, lastly, in this dose of headlines, after 4 decades under the circus spotlight, Portugal's last circus elephant is enjoying the peaceful retirement she deserves. Julie, believed to be in her 40s, has become the first resident of the country's new Pangaea Elephant Sanctuary after a 3-hour journey from a former circus home. Now, captured as a calf in Africa, she spent most of her life performing before Portugal banned wild animals in circuses. And now she has 1,000 acres to roam, splash, and simply be an elephant. Now, later this year, Julie is expected to be joined by Kariba, another rescued African elephant from Belgium. Ensuring a well-earned retirement will include something even more precious, and that being companionship. I absolutely love this story, but we leave you with more headlines, and here's G-Man with the latest when it comes to all things sport.
Oh, thank you so much, my friend. Let's start with the African connection and Zambia producing a dominant display yesterday to absolutely thrash Egypt 6-0 in their opening match of the 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations. Rachel Natshula, she opened the scoring, converting a first-half penalty before the floodgates opened. And that was in the form of Barbara Banda. She took centre stage 4 goals. She netted to seal an emphatic victory there to open their account. Then in the other match, a bit of a shock, the defending champions Nigeria suffering a 3-2 defeat at the hands of Malawi. Now let's get into a different side of that footballing conversation. This one really interesting. FIFA has unveiled plans to create a new commercial company that will manage the business side of the World Cup and other major tournaments. So up to 20% of the company could be sold to outside investors, although the proposal has already drawn criticism from UEFA over its transparency and the increasing commercialization of the sport. So we'll certainly watch that space with relish. Now, this not the best story to report on, as Mamelodi Sundowns' opening Premiership clash against Marumo Gallants has been postponed by the Premier Soccer League, and understandably so. The fixture was originally scheduled for this coming Saturday, but Sundowns have requested more time after their pre-season preparations were obviously disrupted by the tragic passing of midfielder Jaden Adams. So that match has now thankfully been rescheduled for the 19th of August. Now let's get back into the water, and there's magic in that water in the Commonwealth Games at the moment. South Africa's Laura van Niekerk delivered yet another outstanding performance for her country in the pool, winning gold in the women's 50-metre breaststroke at the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow. So the reigning Commonwealth champion, she powered to victory, taking South Africa's gold medal tally to 4 now. Congratulations. There was more success in the pool as well, as the South African 4x100-metre mixed relay team claimed silver, and then Chad Leclos bagged his 20th Games medal as well. We love you guys. Just keep doing what you're doing. And that's where we leave our sport for now. Let's hit the roads. So let's start our traffic watch by De Tuisclough Pass in the Western Cape. Please note that the Huguenot Tunnel has been closed to heavy motor vehicles on the N1, both inbound and outbound, and that's due to very windy conditions, making it unsafe. Daily road users, particularly freight operators, are advised to plan ahead and expect those delays this morning. Then moving to Wingfield in Cape Town, congestion has already been reported on the N7 southbound. That's at the N1 inbound ramp. Motorists, you can expect delays and are advised to allow for a little extra travel time. As always, look after each other out there. Let's get into the weather. Let's start up in Polokwane, where you've got mostly sunny skies taking over your skies today. Enjoy it. Your temperature starts on a low of 4 degrees, rising to a high of 21 for our midweek. And then looking ahead, sunny skies are continuing to dominate. A few passing clouds, though, with tomorrow's daytime highs peaking at 24 degrees, and it kind of stays in that range for the week. Klerksdorp, you're up next. Sunny skies are going to take over your day today, thankfully. You start on a chilly 6, but warm to a beautiful 22 degrees. And then tomorrow ushers in some more sunny skies, temperatures moving between a low of 3 to another beautiful 22-degree high, and we stay in the lower 20s throughout the rest of the week. Pretoria, good morning to you. It's looking like a bright and sunny day ahead, thankfully. Your temperatures ranging between a minimum of 8, rising to 21 degrees for your Wednesday. Then sunful days are here to stay. Your daytime temperatures are going to peak at a max of 22 degrees tomorrow. Your lows at around 6, 7 for the rest of the week as well. To Jersey we travel next. Plenty of sunshine on the cards for Johannesburg today. Your temperature range between a chilly 7 degrees, warming to only 18 for a slightly more moderate day. And as we look ahead, sunny skies do define the days ahead. Your daytime highs setting in the upper teens throughout. Mbombela, good morning to you. Today's forecast calls for bright, sunny skies, and we'll embrace it. Your temperatures climb from 11 degrees to set at a moderate 22 as your peak. And then tomorrow sees temperatures moving from a low of 10 to double up at 20, albeit with rain now forecast at 40% for your Thursday. Blum, you are our next stop, and you're going to spend your day under partly cloudy skies today, and the temperatures reflecting that. Freezing 1 does give way to a daytime high of 17 degrees with that cloud cover. Then there's a 40% chance of rain today before sunny and dry conditions return from tomorrow onwards. Richards Bay, you better brace yourselves. Thunderstorms forecast for today, an 80% chance of rain, in fact. And as a result, your temperature range between 14 and 20 degrees. Slightly higher, so maybe a bit of humidity there. Cloudy and wet conditions are going to continue over the coming days. Your rain chance to at around 54% for the week, in fact, when we average it out. Derbs, our playground, is our next stop. Not playing so much right now. You can expect 80% chance of rain, accompanied by a gentle southwesterly wind for your Wednesday, and as a result, 13 and 19 your temperature range. And you're in for some wet days ahead. 25% chance of rain tomorrow. That climbs to 55% by Friday. Tata, you've got heavy rain expected today, and it's probably started already. 100% chance of rain there. Temperatures ranging between a nippy 5, setting at only 11 degrees for your Wednesday, and it does climb just a little bit, albeit some more rain tomorrow. 40% chance of rain as we move between a 4 and a 14 temperature range. And Uba, you're up next. You can expect a 25% chance of showers today. You start your day on a minimum of 3 degrees, going up to only 13. But then partly cloudy conditions set for tomorrow as well. Your temperatures remaining cool, reaching a high of only 17 degrees and staying in those upper teens until the weekend. Kugompo City, you've got a wet day ahead. Your Wednesday ushers in rain at 75%. In fact, today, temperatures ranging from a chilly 10, setting at only 16 as a result. And over the days coming, we've got more rain. It does drop to 40% chance by tomorrow, and then 25 by Friday. Rebecca, showers are on the cards for you as well. 55% of your day is going to be wet. Temperatures starting from a low of 9 degrees to a daytime high of 18. And then a bit of a mix of sunny and cloudy conditions set for the coming days. Tomorrow's temps rising from 10 to set at 19. Gorgeous George, how are you feeling this morning? Well, grey skies are going to define your day, and temperatures ranging between 7 and 17 degrees. As a result, tomorrow brings partly cloudy skies again, a daytime high of 18 degrees, and we're going to stick to those upper teens until the good weather kicks in over the weekend. The mother city has a beautiful, bright, sunshine-filled day lying ahead. Temperatures sitting between 9 and 20 degrees for your Wednesday. And over the next couple of days, we've got mostly cloudy conditions and cool to pleasant temperatures to boot, setting at 21 degrees for both days, in fact, before getting even better for the weekend. Southies, you've got a partly cloudy day ahead. Expect that across your region today, in fact, albeit with a chilly start, -2 degrees, coldest day of the year, I think, so far. And you're only going to make it up to 13 degrees, but it does improve as we progress over the next coming days, and that cloud cover does start to increase, but we hit the upper teens before the weekend. Kimberly, your skies are set to remain partly cloudy throughout the day today, and you start on a very brisk 2 degrees, but set at a pleasantly warm, balmy 21 degrees as your high. Then those sunny skies are going to dominate the remainder of the week, thankfully. Warm temperatures, humid conditions continuing right through until the weekend, in fact. Uppies, always our last, and I'm going to say it, favourite stop in our whistle stop tour. A good deal of sunshine is forecast for you today. Temperatures reflecting that. You've got a morning low of 4 degrees, but that's soon going to give way to a daytime high of 24. And then we stay in the 20s. Look at that weekend looking absolutely gorgeous as we build towards those highs in the mid to high 20s. And then looking at your sunrise views, so far we've had some great contributions. This latest one coming from Bridget Robenheimer from Sandton, just to let us know that Sandton is up and at 'em. I love that. You do get some incredible skies up north. That's just that poor bare tree clinging to life in winter. It shows you we're in the middle of winter. It's cold, but we're still up and at 'em. We still get out there and conquer our day. So if you think you can do better than our 2 amazing contributions this morning, send those pics through and we'll reward you with another hour of awesomeness. In fact, let's dive right in.
I absolutely love that, and thank you so much. Mzansi, inspiration comes in so many fine forms, and hey, maybe here's another one. Let's talk about lipstick, which is so much more than a swipe of color. If you know, you know. It's literally a boost of confidence, a form of self-expression, and often the finishing touch to any look. Now, to mark National Lipstick Day, we headed to Woolies Beauty to discover what makes this beauty essential so iconic. And next up, we hear from Lee Reddy from Woolies Beauty. Let's go.
Hi, my name's Lee Reddy. I'm Beauty Academy Manager for Woolworths, and we're spending the day at Woolworths Tiger Valley today. Lipstick is often the first beauty product that people reach for because it can transform the way you look in just a little swipe of color. We have 2 amazing ranges of lipsticks in W Beauty, the Hydro lipstick as well as a matte long wear lipstick. I always encourage people to be fun and flirty when choosing a lipstick. It doesn't matter what skin tone you are or what color you usually wear. I always say have a bit of fun, be adventurous, and try different things, different textures, different colors, and find what makes you feel your most confident today. Choose the lipstick that makes you feel unstoppable, whether it's a nude, whether it's a classic red. The world's your oyster on National Lipstick Day.
Okay, even more reason to celebrate this day and show off that self-expression. Now, whether you're drawn to a classic red, maybe a soft nude, or a bold statement shade, there's a lipstick to suit and style every occasion. So why don't you explore the latest beauty favorites at Woolworths Beauty, and it's available in-store, online, and of course, on the Woolworths app.
Wow, my little brain is already working. I'm trying to work out how many of these bottles we could stack together and what kind of insane thing we could create with this structure. Candice Mostert, I'm guessing that's why you do this every day. Waste Ed is a brilliant way to take plastics that are clogging up our world and turn them into incredible tools of education. How excited are you right now?
So excited, Graham. Can't wait to chat about it.
Oh man, we're going to give you that plug-in if you're a teacher, if you're an ECD, if you're looking for that next big cool project. This is it. We'll see you now.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Plastic-free July. Someone needs a little educational help here. It may be coming to an end, but the journey mustn't stop here. And this month certainly reminds us that the choices that we make every day do have a lasting impact. And hopefully we've introduced an algorithm in our lives now based on that. The incredible Waste Ed exists to help people and organizations move beyond simply managing waste to preventing it in the first place. And today we are talking about practical actions that anyone can take to reduce waste and build a more circular economy. And it's there. We are primed for this. Joining us right now for this conversation is Candice Mostert, who is the founder and director of Waste Ed. Are you an educator? Are you a waste management company? This is the coolest idea, and I'm already inspired to act, which is what you want to do. But give us a bit of background, please.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Graham. Yeah, this started as a passion project. Hey, I grew up putting everything in a black bin, as we all did.
The culture,
and yeah, my mother, that's what my mother taught me, and I just started questioning that. What were these materials? Where did they go? What were they made out of? And what I realized is that things are actually organic and can actually go into the soil. Things are recyclable, and then things are non-recyclable. That there's actually things that do not fit into the system. And that's where the eco-brick came in, the work around it. And yes, so it is about education, because the eco-brick itself is a connect tool. But then it goes beyond that to what is a full waste management, zero waste kind of system that we can integrate into.
System, so that when the Candice is taken out, the system continues. And I think this is the fear with the purpose-driven anything, that it's just driven by your passion and your purpose, but there is a bigger movement at play here. Why is this so important? What is the gateway here? Because you, I think, have identified that if we just do a little bit of this here, move that gateway, suddenly a big change happens. What potentially is the big change if we get this right?
So I think what we're looking at here is, this is a very fun, and Waste Ed tries to make waste education fun and interactive, but actually there's some serious undertone things that are happening here, and we need to look at how governments and policies are actually in place so that we can make the right decisions as consumers, because we can do little things.
Only so much.
We can make eco-bricks, we can have reusable bottles, there's really great things we can do, but it's not going to make the impact of the waste crisis that we're actually in. So it's around policies, and it's around what the economy, the businesses, the places that are creating this economy need to actually make those system changes.
Change follows the money, and often you're out there asking for the money so you can bring out the change, because you can see it so clearly, and it's such a difficult thing. But you change the mindset, you fight that battle in a bigger way like this by educating the next generation. So talk me through how it all works. How does your operation kind of tie together?
Okay, awesome. So we have a PTY NPC system as Waste Ed. So we do consulting, project design, project implementation. What we're looking at right now is a project in Langa, which is one of our first townships that was ever created in apartheid. And we're looking at what infrastructure is needed, what education is needed, actually within a whole community, for example, to change a whole community system. So we have to deal with a lot of infrastructure change, a lot of education, but then it's the policies around it as well, but also the resource use, how we use resources. So looking at having a reusable water system is just a simple example. Then, plastic bottles for each and every water need. There's the design on that side and project implementation, but then on the NPC side, we're working with schools, community programs that don't necessarily have those funds to be able to integrate, like zero waste school programs is one of our biggest programs there, but then also building with eco-bricks. And we didn't want to just embed eco-bricks in like cement, which is actually one of our highest
Let them see them.
emissions.
Let them see them.
This is one application which we call like modular, right? So it creates a modular design. You can stack them into each other, but we also use natural building, so sustainable clay, cob methods, and alternatives like glass bottles, eco-bricks, tires.
Reuse what you can, use what you can get.
Yeah.
And that's the South African way. And I love this, because you've created the plug and play, which is how the CSI world works here. We know that. Make it as easy as possible. But you've also highlighted that the data and the learnings that you're getting from the non-profit side are so valuable to the profit-driven side of industry, because we all live or die by the outcome. This looks pretty solid. How strong is this?
Do you want to stand on it?
Can I stand on it? I'm sorry, I like to break things in the studio. Lucy, can I ask you to help me move this around? And? Can one person... Oh, wow, okay. I probably could have done it myself, but don't laugh, Val. Okay, I don't know why I'm sitting down all
you
nervous.
want it down like this. You definitely don't want to stand on it like that.
Never.
Yeah, and you can sit on it, you can stand on it.
Never.
It's a stool.
Never am I going to stand on this. Thank you, my dear. Oh. Okay, and
Grown man on eco-brick stool.
Grown man, I don't know. You've seen my maturity level. I love that. No, what I love about it, it's a tool of learning. This is going to inspire whoever sees this to start thinking about materials in a slightly different way. How do we then, I would imagine you grapple with this, when we talk about the systemic changes that need to happen, if we want to be that person that helps to put pressure in the right ways, what does that need to look like? Is it us introducing this educational model into more communities? Do you need bigger corporate backing to just kind of have the clout to do it? How can we best help you in what you are doing?
I mean, we always need the support, so please donate to Wasted on our websites. We take monthly donations and once-off donations. We work with corporate socials. They can come and build. They can come and work with schools. So great ways to get involved with Wasted. But I think, there's ways that we have to, as communities, start organizing ourselves to start designing mandates of what we want our communities to look like within the waste space. And I think during this election phase, it's actually a great time to think of how do we present this to the parties to say this is what we as communities need and what we want versus just relying on them presenting what they need to us. So we need to really organize ourselves as ratepayer organizations, community organizations, what all the different forums that are out there to organize ourselves and actually present mandates and plans of what our communities need.
Fill the action vacuum, not with blame and a pointed finger, but with a suggestion. And it's amazing how that comes from the parenting model more than working in any other space. But so often in South Africa, we point a finger and think that we're doing something about the problem. Feels like an action, but there is no outcome. So we've got to lean into actually doing something. It is very empowering. I think COVID gave me that. I redesigned our household system. I made friends without dump. I live a different life now as a result, and I feel like I am doing something quite special. What one thing do you wish everybody could do? If one person had to approach this from their personal side, what would your advice be?
There's definitely separation at source that us as South Africans have to do. And I think it's an ongoing conversation within urban waste management now, whether our country is going to go towards separation at source or whether it's going to be post-benefication of the materials. And I think separation at source is very important, and we need to get on board with these concepts in our businesses, in our community spaces, to show that we can, as South Africans, separate. Because if we don't, it means that there's going to be less value in those materials. If we put everything in one bag, that coffee cup is going to dirty the bottle and so on.
You're taking sense away from the eventual
So separation at source is pretty obvious and standard, but I think there is just not enough infrastructure and systems in place. So I think we need to, as South African community members, put some of those systems in
what's
place.
your plan?
We have the capability. It's just about organizing ourselves.
You mentioned Langa. Khayelitsha did an exercise recently where they gave a game to a group of 9-year-old children to solve a social issue of a informal dump that kept popping up, and those kids figured it out, and it hasn't come back. Use technology. Use it, plug into the resources that are available. But if you're a complex, if you're a community, have a plan. What is your waste management plan? What are you going to take to government? Then let's hold them accountable when it's election time. I absolutely love this, but most importantly, we'll keep your details up so people can plug and play into this purpose. Absolutely brilliant. Well done.
Thank you.
Only you can make my day.
right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And Mzansi, we're celebrating the women who are breaking barriers and opening doors for the next generation. Today we meet entrepreneur and technology leader Priti Kubiani, whose journey from a farming family to building innovative solutions for African farmers is proving that purpose, perseverance and courage can change lives. Everyone, let's give her a Feel Good welcome, please. My gorgeous Priti, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. I tell everyone I'm pretty. Yes, because you are sitting pretty at the top of the technology game. My Priti, talk to us, because you're doing such an important thing, which is helping farmers, across Africa through technology, as well as just allowing them, I think, to have access to such incredible resources. But it all began with you and growing up on a farm. How did those early years really shape the woman that you are today, especially in terms of you solving this specific problem?
Those early years were really everything to me. They gave me something that I couldn't get on a classroom, not even through work experience.
Yes.
First, the work ethic.
Yeah.
I mean, when you wake up before the sun is out, put in long hours at the farm before you even make it to school.
Yeah.
At first, you think like, it doesn't feel like character building because you're just a child, and then you come back to school and then back at working at your father's workshop.
Yeah.
But it gives you the work ethic that you cannot get anywhere. Also, it gave me empathy for what I do.
Wow.
Seeing my parents working hard at the farm and then chasing markets and having to accept whatever price we are being given, the exploitation, the financial desperation. So today, when I say farmers, I say my mom and dad, I say my siblings.
Wow.
It's no longer just a customer profile to me. It's something that is really, really personal. And I do think that passion is important.
It is.
But I think some problems you need to have like a personal vendetta towards them to say, when I do this, it's really personal for me.
I love that, a personal vendetta, because you want to set things right. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And you've done this even without a formal degree in terms of helping farmers through technology. Speak to us about that, because I think it's such a difficult journey to be able to do that sometimes. What kept you going?
I think there's two really strong feelings, love and hatred.
Okay.
I have really love for engineering. From a very young age, before I could even turn 6, I was fixing cars. I was helping my dad to drive the car outside. So that love for engineering, being able to solve problems, started very, very early. Even though in a village there was not really platforms to formalize that, and I got to be able to do that later on. And the hatred side, I really don't like poverty.
Yes, and we must hate poverty, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
So that really, really caused me to say, I don't need a degree to help put food on the table for my family and other families as well.
So, and Priti, I mean, look, you did this by teaching yourself coding, AI, cybersecurity, such incredibly, I want to say difficult things to learn for just anyone. Speak to us about what it is that genuinely just allowed you to be able to earn over 40 global certifications in all of that, but also why it was so important for you to do so.
Since we're talking about technical stuff, so in programming, there's what we call functions. So it's a piece of code that you create very early.
Yeah.
It's just a code that instructs a computer to do something.
Yeah.
So you know you're going to need it over and over and over and over, so you might as well just build it early. So you build it, it sits there.
Yes.
Then you import it, it still sits there. But when it's time to use it, you invoke it. And then whatever it was trained to do, it will actually do it.
Okay.
So I feel like those early mornings were really early functions that my parents were building into me, so that later on, when I need resilience, when I need hard work, when I need to stay up and wake up early in the morning to study this time, not really to go into the field, I can be able to do that. As a child of a farmer, you know that you learn very early that there's just so many things you cannot control. You can't negotiate with the weather. If the storm is coming for your crops, it's coming. You can't tell the drought, like, can we have some rain now? It's not gonna happen. When the crops make it to market, you still have to deal with middlemen that decide your future. So every certificates, every programming language that I had to learn was me saying, what can I do? What can I control?
Beautiful.
And what I can learn, and being teachable as well.
I love that. And pretty very quickly, because we have to wrap up, what is one thing you would say to all the women out there that are looking at you going, one day I want to be just like Pretty and be at the top of the technology game? Can you speak to us, please?
I think for women wanting to go into technology and science, I would tell them that don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for permission. Either, I can tell you most of the women I admire today didn't receive an invitation with a pink ribbon that says, you're ready now, come and join everybody. And don't wait until you know everything. I still laugh when I think, on the early days where we met this investor and they asked me, do you have a data room? And I thought they were talking about an actual room where I keep internet things, but it was not that at all, because computer science language is so intimidating. Then I had to calm myself down and say, you're just a village girl. Obviously, how would you know what a data room is? So be kind to yourself, learn one step at a time. So it was one course a week until one day I have 40 certificates.
Yes, girl.
I'm competing in international competition with people that went to Ivy League school, winning their first prize. I'm winning awards everywhere, but it was just that one step.
And that's my girl. And you absolutely killed it, Pretty. And please continue doing so. And thank you so much, my lovely.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Pretty Kubiani's story reminding us that where we come from never has to define where we can go. And my friend, that dream is 100% within your reach. All you need to do is actually just do it. Take that step, like Pretty said, and believe in yourself. It is an incredible way for us to celebrate our gorgeous women when we get to put them right here on our Feel Good Breakfast show and let them in on just how much they are doing for so many of us in terms of how they inspire us. So much inspiration still coming your way right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Don't go anywhere.
After the ad break, we have a symphonic celebration to ease you into the rest of the day. And then we've got an amazing chef in the kitchen. Chef Alanda, welcome to the kitchen.
Thank you.
We're going to be putting the finishing touches on his 3-cheese pancake and cheese sauce, so do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Only you can make my day. It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Hey, what's happening, you beautiful people? Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Let me remind you, there's a reason why G and I have dressed up this good. It wasn't just for our own sake, but it was for this man right here who's always elevating. I'm talking about acclaimed Afro soul jazz artist Mandisi Dyanchi's in the building. And the man is bringing his acclaimed symphonic celebration tour to a powerful close at the Artscape Opera House. It's happening on the 22nd of August, and he's joined by the Cape Town Philharmonic Orchestra. Now, after captivating audience audiences in Durban and Joburg. The final performance promises a breathtaking fusion of Afro, soul, jazz, and the symphonic music that we've absolutely loved. So the man is here. Let's give him a feel-good welcome.
Good morning, everybody.
Hey, royalty. That's you, bro. You're looking good. How you doing?
I love it here. I love it here. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, man, we always love having you here
Yeah.
because it's a celebration of good music. It's a
Exactly.
celebration of South African expression, and you do that so incredibly well. What's the tour been like, man? As mentioned, we were well into it. Joburg, Durban, were they absolutely elated to have you?
The word is epic. It's been
Epic,
big.
yeah.
Like we did 3 nights in Monte Casino.
Ooh.
I couldn't believe it.
Love that
Just
venue, by the way.
The audience relationship to the stage, and you feel like everyone is just like in your just right here, and it was beautiful. And the Igoli Symphonic Orchestra, Adam Howard, was beautiful. It's just nice because we get introduced to so many players, but good players who are receiving the music for themselves before we send it to the audience so well. It's incredible.
And that must be such an incredible opportunity, man. You're not only getting to showcase your music and your energy, but you're now being empowered by some of the very best in the country. Philharmonic orchestras from Joburg, KZN, and now Cape Town. What is that feeling like, dude? I mean, it's one thing performing your music, but you get that like extra gravitas behind you? Do you get a bit of a shrill?
Yeah, there's normally 2 or 3 days before the show when we start really rehearsing. And first day, everybody's checking each other out. They're not sure.
Sussing the scene. Yeah.
What's this music? We don't play this. We play Mozart. Who's Monday? You know, some don't know us. But by the 3rd day, when the concert happens, we're a family. And people come back in the orchestra crying, go, thank you so much for this opportunity.
Oh, seriously?
I promise you. Because...
Like the guys playing the music itself?
The people playing the music.
Yeah.
Because we're not exposed to each other, you know, and this concert helps those 2 worlds that don't normally meet like that for the whole night. Because usually it's just one song here.
Oh, that's
and there,
true, yeah.
And to have the entire, now it's 2 hours. It used to be an hour, but we've added more songs from Intlambululo, so it's about 2 hours. To have them really a part of it, because also most of them would not have played for those audiences.
Yeah, that's true, man, yeah.
And that audience comes at you, you know, from the first note, they're singing, and you go, I'm just a violin player, what's happening? And it's incredible, it's incredible.
It's a moment of like being a part and feeling like you're a part of something bigger. And I can't imagine how beautiful that must be and must feel for everybody. You're blending your music once again. It's an opportunity that I've experienced before. Seeing you with the Philharmonic Orchestra, blown away is an understatement. And Zanzi, that feeling of experiencing this, and now we get an opportunity to do exactly that. So, Manise, who would you encourage to get to the show? It's the last opportunity. This is an incredible opportunity for you, for South Africans to experience music like this. How would you describe it if you were to somehow encapsulate this experience? How would you mention it?
I think as South Africans, we haven't seen anything like this in a while. We don't see it often.
And feel it and experience it.
And feel it with our own music. We've had people coming from overseas. We've seen it being done overseas a lot. But we haven't really felt it with our music. And what we create on that night is a sense of like, South Africans can play the music at the highest caliber but also our music belongs in those stages with that entire sound. So everyone who wants to feel that and be a part of that, please make sure that you get to that scape.
Hey, make sure, Mzansi, because there's a sound I think you didn't even know you needed
to hear.
And on the 22nd of August at the Artscape Opera House, it's starting at 8 p.m. You need to get your tickets because you know that thing about something missing in your life? This is it. This is that gap, that void that needs to be filled. We found it, and you can buy tickets and get it right now. Mandisi is going to be performing for us, giving us every reason to admire the suit as well as the good music. But before we do that, let's fill the bellies and build up an appetite.
Welcome back to the kitchen. Yes, it is the culinary hotline. Bling! Now, joining us in the kitchen is Chef Branwen Philander, and next we're preparing a delicious 3-cheese pancake with cheese sauce and bacon jam. That's right. The cheese sauce that Raul and I made earlier was for this recipe. Chef, welcome to the kitchen.
Thank you.
Now, it's not just you and myself alone in the kitchen. We also have our viewers at home. If you want to get involved, if you have any questions for myself or for Chef Branwen, please let us know on that WhatsApp voice note number 063 036 9649. Chef Branwen would love all your questions this morning. Chef, welcome to the kitchen. Very excited to have you here.
Chef Clement, how are you?
I'm so good, excited to have you here this morning. We're going to be making...
I'm super excited.
Oh, especially because you're making pancakes. So Ryle is an absolute master when it comes to pancakes. So he's not judging you, but he's judging you. Okay. So we've made your cheese sauce for you.
Yeah.
Talk me through the flapjacks or pancakes, right? These are.
So that is my way of making pancakes. I like a fluffy pancake. So I would normally incorporate the egg, some separate with the egg whites and mixed together, and then fold it in to get to that nice height and that fluffiness with it.
And that was going to be my question. How do you get that height? And you've already answered it.
Yeah.
It's this, right? It's your eggs, your egg yolk. So I'm going to let you take it away, chef.
So the idea is to get the egg in there. So just have to egg whites, just whip it separate, and then afterwards, when you get all the pancake mixed together, your eggs inside, your sugars.
You can put me to work. I know you just come off Taste Masters, so I know that you're used to the adrenaline rush, but I'm here to help you.
Yeah.
How can I help you, chef?
I just need a whisk, so I can just whisk this. And then
You know what?
Starting with the pancake mix, and then when the pancake mix is done, we're gonna fold it in with the egg yolk, so we can start baking that. Yeah.
I love that. Literally, as we're doing this, there's like 50 people behind camera scurrying to find a whisk, so that's coming. Chef, while we're getting your whisk, can I talk to you about your relationship with food? We mentioned you just come off Taste Master now. It's so grueling, so intense, the focus you needed. But I want to talk, thank you so much. I want to talk about the creative element of your career and food. Where does it come from? What inspires you to cook, and who has inspired you?
It all started in my mom's kitchen. I think my mom really inspired me from a young age of 7 years old. And she basically just gave me the foundation of the passion to start growing as a chef. So it started in my mom's kitchen, and after that, growing up, I just explored more into the food culinary industry. And ever since, I've been doing well. I love my job, and I have so much passion for this job.
So let's talk about the next steps, because the food industry is constantly evolving. We are constantly evolving within it. What's next on the cards for you? I'm so excited to actually hear what you got planned.
My initial plan is to open a restaurant soon in the next 2 years. And then take it from there. That's the main goal. For now, I'm just doing private chefing, so I'm keeping myself busy with private chefing and just doing some consultation as well.
Oh, wow, okay.
Some friends would need some help, and then I would assist them. And then, private chefing, and then the restaurant for me in the next 2 years. That's the main thing.
If people would like to get hold of you for this private chefing, how would they, where would they find on the socials?
Instagram, Facebook, and on TikTok.
This is your chance to punch yourself, to look into that camera.
Yeah.
And you're going to sell yourself. You're going to go, my name is Chef. And you do the whole pitch and tell them where to find you. In 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I'm Chef Brenwan, and you can find me on Instagram, Facebook. Just type in Chef Brenwan, and you will pick up me. You will see my name quickly, and then you will get hold of me, and then, yeah.
And then we'll make pancakes.
Then we make pancakes.
We'll make pancakes. Okay, cool. So pancake mixture's looking good. I saw the cheese go in. So we had our egg whites. I saw the egg yolks go in.
Yeah.
And then we've got our whites on the side still.
Whites on the side. So now we're just going to put the mix in there, fold it up.
Cool.
So then
Let me give you this a little bit of a... It's fine. I was about to actually use that whisk. Oh, there we go. But the trick about egg whites is you want to make sure that the whisk and the bowl you're using is 100% clean, else you're never going to get that stiff peak.
And also you don't want too much egg yolks in here and all whites, because you want to say balance. 50-50 pancake mix and 50% of the egg whites.
Okay.
On the side.
Make sure. And the thing is, we've got butter in the pan already.
Yeah.
I actually like that the butter has browned slightly. That's going to give us a nice brown butter flavor.
Brown color as well. So this is going in. And wait for a few minutes. It's going to rise up and it's nice and brown. And then it's done. But on the other side, we have pancakes already made for us.
And I don't even know about this amazing sauce that Raoul de Mornay and I made for you. It is so delicious. We've still got our cheese sauce ready to go. And then talk to me about the other accompaniment. There's a third element, which is a bacon jam.
Yeah.
Absolutely love. So talk to me about how you actually made this bacon jam.
So the bacon jam, the process of making this is just you fry off your bacon in the pan. You get that flavor in there, get nice color on there. And then you add your onions with some sugar and a little bit of water. So you're almost making like a cayenne pickle in there.
Ooh, it is absolutely delicious. So let's quickly run through what needs to happen. So we've got our cheese sauce done, bacon jam is done.
Yep.
The pancake, we're going to look for little bubbles surfacing, and it's happening already.
Yep.
Then we're going to flip over. When we come back, we're going to assemble.
You're going to assemble, yes.
And then we have a dessert on the menu. What is our dessert we're making, chef?
So dessert, I'm making a mango tartlet with some mascarpone mousse inside. And then some the lime gel, some vanilla ice cream with that too.
That sounds like you're coming back. So do not go anywhere after the ad break. When we come back, more Chef Valanda and more Culinary Hotline Bling! Oh, yeah.
Did you know that if you shave, 1/3 of what you remove is skin? New Dove Advanced Care with Pro Ceramide technology helps repair your skin barrier from this damage for visibly even-toned underarms. So, if you shave it, Dove it. Dove Advanced Care Antiperspirant helps repair skin from shaving damage.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Fast cars, fierce competition, and just buckets of adrenaline. This weekend, motorsport fans are in for a massive treat as the South African Endurance Series heads to Killarney International Raceway for the Killarney 6 Hours. Whew. I'm sweating already thinking about it. It's a race where speed is only part of the equation. There's strategy, teamwork, and of course, endurance. Just the fortitude to make it through. It all plays a role in deciding who takes that checkered flag. And joining us this morning are drivers Nick Adcock and Roberto Franco. Guys, thank you so much for just slowing down for 2 minutes to just be on terra firma with us. I would imagine, when I mention words like adrenaline, just mentioning the race course, your heart must be pumping. How excited are you about the 6 hours coming to Killarney?
No, absolutely stoked. It's lovely to race on a home circuit here at Killarney. And so this is a 6-hour endurance. It's one of the longer races we have. The minimum race distance is 4 hours, but we have 2 longer races. The 6-hour version, which we're having at Killarney, and then the 9-hour at Kyalama at the end of the year. So this is a big stretch for the cars, for the teams, and for the drivers.
For the human capital as well. How many kilograms do you lose over 6 hours of racing?
Well, fortunately, this is winter now, so you don't sweat quite as much. But let me tell you, in the height of summer, you do lose at least a kilo in sweat when you're racing around.
And I think it's just the mental tracking of what's going on, because so many threads have to come together. What is it about endurance that gives it its own lane? I know South Africa, we've got a rich history in endurance racing, and there's a lot of that culture here. What makes this so magical?
I think it's the ultimate test between car and driver and team particularly. So it's a combination of everything. In my particular case, I race with my son, which is also quite a nice challenge to be able to develop that special racing team together. And I think people love to see also how the manufacturers perform and how each car can withstand the pressures of
Let's put it to the test and
Absolutely.
see. And we know that's a vein within, I mean, from Lamar down, the biggest brands in the world are using these opportunities to test the tip of the spear. What does it take to get through 6 hours, though? I mean, there are so many threads weaving together. How important is the teamwork element of it? Because it's not just you driving it.
Oh, absolutely. One of the foremost things is obviously the car and the preparation. You know, one of the things we say is often these races are won in the workshop because these cars at the end of a long endurance race, they have to be stripped all the way back, gearbox off, everything checked, everything renewed. A lot of the parts need to be what's called lifed, so a drive shaft or a side shaft will have a certain number of kilometres that it'll run before it becomes worn. So it's very important to life those parts. So there's a lot of expense and time in preparing the car. So I think both our cars are ready for this race, but there's a lot of meticulous work that's gone ahead. And then obviously from the driver's perspective, you've got to be fit. You've got to be able to drive, and racecraft is really crucial in these races when you're working through the traffic, because there's a class structure. It doesn't mean that the slowest guy is the guy that's not going to win his class, because he's racing his class. He's racing to the maximum of his car. People in the higher up classes, the Class A's, they're driving to the maximum of their car, but they look like heroes because they're driving around really quickly. But the guy
in this baby, yeah, exactly.
This guy's doing a much better job in his sedan because he's driving the wheels off it. But obviously it's a lesser lap time. But it's not saying he's doing any worse than somebody who's leading the race.
That is crazy. How do you stay in that zone? I would imagine you must zone out. Is it an intuitive feeling? Do you go in with a plan? Like, where is the driver's head going through this process?
Well, it's a great question, actually, because it's important to keep the concentration. You've got to look at what's going on around you. You've also got to remember that some of us are also going for the index of performance, which means you have to be consistent lap after lap after lap. And between yourself and your co-driver that's going to take over after 90 minutes, you've got to be ready to keep up at the same pace. So index of performance gives anybody a chance to compete in a 6 hour and still win on that particular.
And I love it. So there's a competitive nature to it, which is great. But I also get the sense that you're a family because you're driving motorsport forward through this. Fundamental in the bigger ecosystem. What do you make of South Africa's setup, the system? What needs to happen here? Where could we take this? Because we got some motorheads here in South Africa in a big way.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, the first thing you have to say about SA Endurance is it's a lovely atmosphere. Everyone's there to help. Somebody's in trouble. Someone's asked for a part. Someone's going to help them. It's all about everyone.
Because you know what it's like.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we're all one big family. We're all competitive. We want to win, but there's good nature amongst everybody. It's a really nice paddock to be in. The series, since it was taken over by Mr. Leclerc, he's put a lot more professionalism into it, and he's trying to get it to a sort of a more of a European standard. And certainly the paddock has become a lot more professional over the last few seasons.
Feel it, yeah.
And some of the cars that grace the circuit now, some of the current GT3 cars, they are incredible vehicles, beautiful to look at. Sound amazing, look great on the track.
I can see your eyes light up. I love this so much.
I've been racing for, my goodness me, this is my 27th consecutive season. And obviously it still motivates me massively. And this weekend you're going to see sports prototypes like I drive, GT3 cars like you own, like an Audi R8, absolutely beautiful.
Monsters.
You've got saloon cars like the Polo Super Cup, which is a great little car. So you'll see lots of track activity, different cars, different speeds, lots of different overtaking. It's quite the sight.
There are levels and layers to this, which I absolutely love, but it all rests on the drivers being safe and doing what you do.
Well, one of the big things is we're trying to bring youngsters into the series, and the Class E is designed around more affordable cars with younger drivers. So we're trying to promote kids from all different backgrounds to come into racing, and I think that's one of the biggest things about SAS is that the current owner, Solile, has been instrumental in bringing youngsters in. And we hopefully from now, I mean, at this race, we'll have about 6 or 7 youngsters in the race, which really promotes the sport.
They're coming for you, my friend.
Yeah,
they are coming for you, my friend. What you are doing is amazing. I wish we had more time, but I have no doubt that we're going to see a lot more of you as there is a lot of love and passion, I said, for this community, but also from within the community, a huge amount of drive. So thank you for answering that call. And now if you'd like to experience all of the action live, we are giving away 15 double tickets to Killarney 6 hours. Head over to our Expresso Facebook, Instagram or X pages, and then you'll find the very proudly blazoned Killarney 6 hour post. Follow the instructions and you could be trackside. These are absolute beasts. You're going to love it. The Killarney International Raceway, Friday the 31st of July, Saturday the 1st of August. It's going to be amazing to all of the drivers. We normally say break a leg, but nothing like that. Please just stay safe out there. Let's get into the news.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. Absolutely hyped for that event. Go get your tickets. For now, though, it's a one last round of official duties as we go 1 minute past the hour. And let's start off with national headlines. Now, South Africa and Nigeria have agreed to strengthen cooperation on migration, crime, and regional security, following high-level talks in Abuja between International Relations Minister Ronald Lamola and Nigerian President Bola Tinubu. Now, Lamola intended as President Cyril Ramaphosa's special envoy, and the discussions focused on tackling organized crime, attacks on law enforcement officers, and closer bilateral cooperation. Now, both countries also reaffirmed that South Africa would continue to enforce its migration laws while working with Nigeria to address shared security challenges. Well, next up on national fronts, the South African National Roads Agency, otherwise known as SANRAL, has announced it will return to an open tender process for routine road maintenance, as well as engineering consultancy services, after court rulings found its contractor panel system unlawful and unconstitutional. Now, CEO Reginald Demena said new tenders would be issued in phases, while existing contractors would remain in place until the end of November to ensure uninterrupted road maintenance. Now, the agency says the changes will strengthen procurement processes and comply with court orders following recent litigation over tender irregularities. Well, moving to international headlines next, and thousands of people marched in the eastern Congolese cities of Goma and Bukavu yesterday, and that was to protest against proposed constitutional changes that critics say could allow President Felix Tshisekedi to seek a third term. Now, demonstrators carried banners rejecting both a referendum as well as another presidential term. Now, the protests took place in areas controlled by AFC and M23 rebels, who have held the city since last year. Now, the Congolese government accused the rebels of forcing residents to join the demonstrations despite a ban on gatherings introduced, and that was to curb the spread of Ebola. Well, next up, U.S. President Donald Trump has held separate White House talks with Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Now, this took place yesterday as conflicts in Ukraine and the Middle East remained at critical stages. Now, Zelensky sought continued U.S. military support, including air defense assistance, while Netanyahu's discussions focused on Iran and regional security. Now, this week, Netanyahu's first in-person meeting with Trump since the Iran war began is happening as the leaders sought to patch over public disagreements. Now, the world leaders were in Washington to attend Senator Lindsey Graham's funeral. Now, lastly, for this dose of headlines, let's bring in the inspiration and celebrations as South African swimming icon Chad le Clos has reached another remarkable milestone at the Commonwealth Games, becoming the most decorated male athlete in the event's history. Now, the 34-year-old claimed his record-breaking 20th Commonwealth medal last night when Team South Africa won silver in the mixed medley 4x100-meter relay. Now, his extraordinary haul now includes 7 gold, 5 silver, and 8 bronze medals collected across 5 Commonwealth Games since his debut in 2010. Now, Leclos says the achievement means the world to him and his family, and it's a reward for years of dedication, resilience, and perseverance, while inspiring a new generation of South African swimmers. Absolutely celebrating Chad and all his successes, and hopefully we can celebrate more in the world of sport, because here's G-Man with the latest.
Thank you so much, my brother. Let's start with the African connection and some major hands being put up in WAFCON. Zambia produced a dominant display to thrash Egypt 6-0 in their opening match of the 2026 Women's African Cup of Nations. It was Rachel Nachulu who opened the scoring, converting a first-half penalty before opening the floodgates. And the floodgates, I mean Barbara Banda. She took centre stage with 4 goals to seal that emphatic win. Then in yesterday's other match, we had defending champions Nigeria suffering a shock defeat 3-2 at the hands of Malawi. So we'll certainly watch that space. Likewise, the bigger picture in football, as FIFA have now unveiled plans to create a new commercial company that will manage the business side of the World Cup and other major tournaments. So up to 20% of the company could be sold to outside investors to grow that pool, although the proposal has already drawn criticism from UEFA over its transparency and the increasing commercialization of the sport. So again, we'll watch that space. Now, not the best kind of story to report on, but we are glad that this has happened. Let's stay in the footballing lane as Mamelodi Sundowns opening premiership clash up against the Giant Slayers Marumo Gallants has been postponed by the Premier Soccer League. So the fixture was originally scheduled for this coming Saturday, but Sundowns requested more time after their pre-season preparations were sadly disrupted by the tragic passing of midfielder Jaden Adams. So the match has now thankfully been rescheduled for the 19th of August. Well, as my brother alluded to earlier, happy days in the water for Team South Africa in Glasgow. So South Africa's Laura van Niekerk, she also delivered an outstanding performance in the pool, winning gold in the women's 50-meter breaststroke at the Commonwealth Games. The reigning Commonwealth champion, in fact, powered to victory, taking South Africa's gold medal tally to 4. And of course, there was even more success in the water as South Africa's 4x100-meter mixed relay team claimed silver, and Chad, of course, getting his 20th Games medal. Just to add to the list, we love you, guys. Keep it up. And that's where we leave our sport for now. Let's get into the traffic.
Thank you so much, G-Man. One last time, let's see how we can assist you when you head out on the roads, keep you safe and get you there on time. Now, we're going to start off in Bellville, Cape Town, and traffic is moving slowly on the N1 outbound at Durban Road due to congestion. You can see this from the visuals that we've posted on the screens right now. But here's advice for road users. You can expect delays and are advised to allow for extra travel time as you head out onto your daily commutes. Anybody heading out, though, buckle up, stay safe, and plan accordingly. From the road to the sky, let's find out now what's happening one last time in the world of weather. Now let's start off in Polokwane. It looks like today it's mostly sunny skies which are going to be taking over for the day. You've got temperatures starting from a low of 4 degrees in Polokwane, rising to a high of 21 degrees. And as we look ahead, sunny skies seem to continue and they dominate with passing clouds, and tomorrow's daytime high peaking at 24 degrees for the week. Klerksdorp's up next, and it looks like sunny skies will take over your day today as well. Temperatures ranging between a cold 6 degrees and moving to a nice warm 22 for your maximum. Now tomorrow ushers in sunny skies with temperatures moving between a low of 3 degrees and a high of 22 for your maximum. We move to Pretoria next, and it looks like a bright and sunny day ahead. The temperatures are ranging between a minimum of 8 degrees and a maximum of 21 degrees today. Now, sun-filled days are here to stay, with daytime temperatures peaking tomorrow at a max of 22 degrees with a low of 7 degrees. From Pretoria, we move to Johannesburg next, and plenty of sunshine is expected from the morning all the way throughout till this evening. Now, temperatures are ranging between a cold 7 degrees and a warming 18-degree maximum. Now, looking into the rest of the week, sunny skies seem to define your days, with daytime highs settling in the upper teens. Move to Mbombela next, and today's forecast calls for bright, sunny skies. So get out there and make the most of it. Starting on a chilly 11 degrees, but moving to a nice warm 22 degrees for your maximum in Mbombela. And tomorrow sees temperatures moving from a low of 10, doubling up to 20 degrees for your max, with rain forecast at 40%. Out in Bloemfontein, it looks like you'll be spending your day under partly cloudy skies and conditions. Temperatures sitting between a freezing 1 degree to start the day, and then your maximum is moving to only 17 degrees. Now, there's a 40% chance of rain happening today before sunny and dry conditions return all the way from tomorrow onwards. Moving to the coast now in Richards Bay, and the thunderstorms are forecast for today. You've got an 80% chance of rain coming through. Temperatures are ranging between 14 and 20 degrees today. And it looks like cloudy and wet conditions will continue on in the coming days. You've got rain chanced and averaging around 54% for the rest of the week. Out on the coast in Durban, it looks like the rain continues, 80% chance, accompanied by gentle southwesterly winds. Now, your temperatures move between 13 degrees and 19 for your maximum today. And look, it looks like you're in for some wet days ahead. You've got rain forecast at 25% tomorrow, and on Friday, it's at 55%. Out in Mthatha, it looks like the heavy rain continues and can be expected today. You forecast at 100% chance of rain. It's going to be wet out there in Mthatha. Temperatures ranging between a nippy 5 degrees and only moving to a high of 11. And it looks like tomorrow brings cloudy and wet conditions with rain chanced at 40%, while temperatures moving between 4 and 14 degrees. Out in Nquba, it looks like your region can expect showers chanced at 25% today. Your temperatures are moving between a cold 3 degrees and a high of 13 degrees. Now, partly cloudy conditions are set for tomorrow, and your temperatures remaining cool, reaching a high of 17 degrees. Out in Gugompo City, Wednesday ushers in rain chanced at 75% today. You've got a chilly start at 10 degrees for your minimum, moving up to a high and a maximum of only 16 degrees. As the days progress, rain chances begin to ease, dropping to 40% tomorrow and 20% by Friday. Sticking to the coast and moving to GQ, and the showers are on the cards today at 55%. More wet weather indeed, temperatures starting at a low of 9 degrees, moving up to a daytime high of only 18 degrees. And there's a mix of sunny and cloudy conditions happening, and it's set for the coming days, with tomorrow's temp rising from 10 degrees to a maximum of only 19. Out in your neighbour's George, the grey skies are defining your day. Temperatures ranging at a cool 7 degrees and only moving up to a high of 17. Now, tomorrow brings partly cloudy skies. You've got a daytime high of 18 degrees. And looks like this is going to continue for the days ahead. Now, from George, we move to Cape Teasy, and looks like the wind's stopping for today. It's bright, the sunshine is filling your days ahead. Temperatures sitting between 9 and 20 degrees being your maximum for the day. And for the next 2 days, it brings mostly cloudy conditions. It's cool to pleasant temperatures settling at 21 degrees today for both days. You're out in Muses, it looks like a good chance to get the longboard out before the wind comes tomorrow. We move to Southies up next, though. Back inland, and partly cloudy conditions are expected across your region today. Temperatures ranging from -2 degrees, very chilly, and only moving up to a high of 13 degrees. As we look into the week, cloudy conditions take over. Daytime highs ranging in the mid to upper teens, and that's happening for the next 2 days. Moving to Kimberley, and the skies are set to remain partly cloudy throughout on your side of the world. Temperatures starting at a cold 2 degrees. It moves up to a nice, pleasant, warm high of 21 degrees. Now, sunny skies are set to dominate the remainder of the week, and you've got warm temperatures and humid conditions continue throughout. Let's see lastly what's happening in Uppies. Uppington has got a good deal of sunshine forecast for today. You can expect chilly mornings, a low of 4 degrees today, and then a nice warm high of 24 degrees. Now, sunny skies are defining the days ahead. There's a clear chance of rain, with tomorrow's temperatures ranging from 4 degrees, and that's moving up to a high of 23 degrees. Now, here's the rest of the weather patterns that you can see across the country. And of course, we've got to get into our final sunrise view of the hour. We've had an incredible morning, and let's just recap on that, because we started off in Gugompo City, where Keith Dyer shared this pre-burn sunrise. Beautiful glows, hues of orange and red. And then we headed over to Sandton, which was kind of looking a little bit like London, Gauteng. Bridget sent this capture through of the morning scene just as that sun hits the horizon. G-Man mentioning how that tree was just holding on to life. But listen to this, our finale for the morning is coming through from Sea Point, Cape Town. Stephen Cohen, Whoa, look at that. We've got all the drama in the sky. You can even see the reflection on the ocean, just showing you the promise of a beautiful day in Cape Town. It's going to be clear skies ahead, of course. And whoa. Absolutely love this one, Mr. Cohen. This is an absolute banger. You guys think you can do better than this? Then come through and share your sunrise view with us. Why? Because we would absolutely love it. I mean, look at this banger. 063 036 9649. That's the number. We'll do it all again tomorrow morning. Whoa, the bar's been set, but let's see if we can do it even better tomorrow morning. For now, though, I'm going to lend a hand from my dapper brother in arms. G-Man, what's happening on your side of town, bro?
Just very quickly, before I forget, if we see a burger joint come out called Southerly's, okay, he gets 5% of the comms, okay? It's a real thing. No, we are loving giving you that confidence boost in the morning. And from a confidence boost to a bold statement of self-expression, we know the role that lipstick plays. It means something different to everyone, but it's a staple. So to celebrate National Lipstick Day, because it really is a thing at Woolworths Beauty, you know it's going to be a thing, we asked the experts to share what this iconic beauty essential means to them. And last but certainly not least, we are going to hear from Anita Gorba from NARS.
Hi, my name is Anita and I'm the makeup artist for NARS. What makes a great lipstick is something that's gonna give your lips moisture, something that's gonna last the whole day, and then something that's gonna make people look at you. Now in 2026, everyone has started to move along with something that's gonna plump their lips. The biggest mistakes that clients usually do when applying lipstick is to try to overline their lips using a lipstick. But in these days, if you have a perfect lip liner that matches your lipstick, it can give you a perfect shape into your lip. So we've got 2 lipstick of my own that I love. Our famous explicit lipstick, and then my other lipstick that I like to use, it's a gloss. So what I do is I just pop this on top of my lipstick just to give it a nice shine and moisture. Lipsticks makes me feel confident, and also it shows that I'm ready to start my day in serving my customers.
And that's why they can give such amazing advice, because they use it daily themselves. What an incredible team. We've met 3 superstars from the beauty team. And whether you're after a soft, everyday nude, maybe that bold statement lip to send out a message, there is a lipstick to suit every mood and occasion and personality type. So to celebrate National Lipstick Day, enjoy 30% off selected NARS lip products when you shop online at woolworths.co.za. That's the plug-in. And this offer is valid up until just the 31st of July, so not a huge amount of time. It's available online, and you can find those T's and C's on woolworths.co.za. Enjoy.
It's a good day in the kitchen right now, especially the fact that it is World Lasagna Day.
I thought every day was World Lasagna.
It should be. I mean, listen, after what's going to be coming at us in just a bit, what do you got prepared for us, though, by the way?
We are actually going to taste some lasagnas after the ad break, and then Chef Brandon Falanda and I are going to put the final touches on our pancakes.
That pancake looked insane.
You know.
I thought I made pancakes, but listen, that man can take his crown and run with it. I'm going to bring him into the mountain maybe and see if we can do a little thing or two. But for now, though, we're going to be celebrating lasagna, and you get front row seats to the action. We'll see you after this. This looks good.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Hey, you beautiful people. Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And let me tell you, if you like lasagna, and you're going to feel real good, because we're celebrating it today because it's officially Lasagna Day. It's one of the most comforting dishes. We all love it. And let's be honest, it's something that can take hours to prepare from scratch. But don't worry. We've got the good stuff for you. This World Lasagna Day, we're going to be celebrating a quicker, easier way to enjoy all the rich homemade flavors without the shopping, the prep, the washing up, and all that nonsense that we associate with it. And of course, my guy, Chef Clem Pedro, is here to tell us why Woolworths ready-made lasagna is the perfect solution for busy weeknights, effortless family meals, and anybody looking to just tick the box on that craving. You like your lasagna?
I do. Is the sky blue? I love lasagna.
But you do it from scratch, though, because that's like the proper way, yeah?
And I've just come off, it's funny we're doing this today, because I've just come off my lasagna era where I've been making lasagna for everyone.
Your lasagna era?
Yeah, I've been like
your lasira.
I've been like a nonna in the kitchen making like the white sauce, and I've been making the beautiful tomato sauce that takes a day to actually make.
Whoa.
And it's a lot of effort that goes into it, but it's kind of like my therapy.
It's your love language as well, man. Listen, I was going to ask you how you like your lasagna, but it seems like you like it the most gourmet way that you can get it, right?
I don't think it's gourmet. I think traditional is what it is. And I think that's what Woolies gets right, and that's why Woolies is so popular with the lasagna, because the recipes, it's nothing gourmet or fancy. It's the traditional recipes that have been tried and tested, that have been used for years.
Okay, before we talk about the recipe, the ingredients, I want to talk to you, Mzansi. Obviously, we posed the question to you about how you like your lasagna. It looks like we've got some comments, some voice notes have come through. So let's hear them out and see what the people are chowing lasagna-wise.
Morning. I think salad is the best that goes with lasagna, always.
Salad. What about you, Clem? We had salads, we had like garlic bread, some roast veg.
I'm definitely a salad guy with the lasagna. I like the combination of warm and cold.
Yes.
And then that decadent softness, creaminess with the crunch. So can I also be honest, I like doing a little sandwich vibe, because I like the vibe that you've got here.
Yeah.
If it's in front of me, I'm going to use it.
Yes.
So what I'll do is I'll take the little garlic bread round, a little bit of a lettuce on it, a little bit of lasagna on top, and it's like a little crudité.
Yes.
Why not?
Now we're talking.
Why
This is my
not?
guy. This is my guy. I was going to say all of the above, but definitely just dipping, especially when you get that creamy lasagna. You just dip that like that roll in there, crispy.
Is that you?
Oh, come on. That's me.
Okay.
That's me. But listen, we've got another voice note to share. Let's hear who's up next and how they like their lasagna. Morning.
Good morning, Chef Clem. Definitely garlic bread. I can't resist a crispy butter slice with a hearty lasagna. It's the perfect combo every time.
The perfect combo every time. No one's going to argue with that.
No.
No one's going to argue with
Look,
that,
the
man.
good thing is lasagna doesn't need to be a combo to be amazing. She's just good on her own. But when you do introduce those extra elements, and garlic bread just seems to be one. It's naughty. You don't need carbs with your carbs, but you do.
But when you do, you're like, whoa, I've needed this all my life. Listen, we were just interrupted by some good conversation, and we were talking about ingredients, and I want to know what layeth here. What is making...
What layeth?
What layeth here?
What layeth here is...
Because it's layers of good stuff,
layers,
right?
Absolutely. So we've got the beautiful, rich tomato beef or chicken today.
The options?
Right, there's options today. So the beautiful tomato one has got the beef mince in there. But again, it's that slow method of cooking, the traditional methods, the aromatics that are in there. And again, the time makes a difference. Not the herb, actual physical time makes a huge difference. That's been slow cooked. The lasagna sheets are in there. There's a beautiful bechamel, like the sauce that we made earlier.
Oh, you gotta have that. That's part of the traditional lasagna, man. You gotta have that
100%.
in there, right? I've seen versions of it where it doesn't include it. Different, unique, but it doesn't tick that box. You know what I'm talking about,
You
yeah?
need it.
Okay, so we're just gonna look at this thing? Or,
Okay, let's dig in. Let's dig in. I was gonna use a cake. Nah, we don't need a cake.
I'm not well acquainted with like a chicken lasagna, to be very honest with you.
Really?
Obviously, like the beef lasagna, that's like tried and tested. I've had Woolworths version as well. Winner. My suggestion is, if you really want to go that extra distance, right, and just add that little gravitas, take it out of this and put it in a casserole dish. And just like dirty a spoon or two at home, you know, put some on your shit, you know what I mean? And then you just like whoop and whew, guys, just in time. Perfect lasagna. You can claim this right now, but I'm gonna claim this one because it looks decadent.
Can we talk before you dig in?
Okay, let's
Sorry
try.
about
Let's
that.
try.
Did you see I used to spawn?
Spawn. I got that spawn up in here.
Or a spoon. Use a spoon to actually dish. But what I do want you to notice is these layers.
You can literally see that.
You can see them. So the reason the whole demonstration is when this came out the oven, if I had to dig in immediately, I wouldn't have gotten those layers. Things would have been slipping and sliding all over the place.
Yeah.
When
So
the
you let it
lasagna,
settle a bit?
you have to, whether you're making it from scratch or whether you're using the Woolies one, when it comes out of the oven, let it rest for 10 to 15 minutes. That's just so the layers can set.
That's the hard part because you're
That's
smelling all the good
hard
smells.
part.
You're seeing how delicious it looks. But I mean, when you let it settle, you don't need a knife and fork. You can just use your spoon and look how easy that just slides in right there. I mean, I think we should all be eating with those things now, bro.
Let's go.
It's a spoon
Spoons
kind of
for
meal.
everyone. There we go. Are you? Okay.
Are you nuts, is what I'm going to ask you, because, bro, I don't even chew this thing. It just literally, you know what I mean? That's real lasagna, when you don't have to chew, and you're just looking at people just sliding things down their throat, like, what the heck? Guy, this is really good, though. I'm not exaggerating.
It's good.
Zanzi,
It's good.
yo.
You can't get it wrong. But, you know, even though we've got the 3 layers there, we've got the beautiful sauce, we've got the pasta, we've got the beautiful white sauce, you can still taste the individual elements, but you also taste how it all comes together. That's why she's amazing on her own. She doesn't need the sides, but the sides make her amazing. But now, chicken. You can hang on to that. Hang on to that.
Okay, thank you.
What else are you getting? Like the traditional elements of a lasagna, that's there.
I'm getting it sounds strange, but you know when you kind of make that like beefy, mincy type of thing that you would add to a pasta? It's rich. It's got that like sort of like, I wouldn't say umami, but it's got that like herbaceousness. It's got that like sort of flavor that you want. It's in here. It's almost like each layer is telling a different story, and it's like, ooh, I want that, and then another like sheath comes through, and then it gives you another opportunity to, like, it's opportunities to experience.
Right.
And it's literally like a journey that I feel I'm going on here, man.
And you know this journey because you've been down this road before. Let me take you down the chicken lasagna road. Okay, that's something different.
Okay.
So that is over here, right in front of you.
Chicken. I'm dying to know, is it like chicken pieces? Is it shredded chicken? Is it like...
It's ground chicken, just like it is ground beef with our beef version. So you can see the layers are still there.
Clearly you can see the layers there.
Looking good.
Absolute win on the presentation. And I got to say, what's really naughty is there's like that starting layer at the bottom is almost like a bechamel layer. Just to kind of like start this whole journey. But hey, get in my belly.
And there's one specific ingredient that I always cover this lasagna in. Hot sauce.
Yeah, because it's not like the tomatoey sort of a feel that you'd think you'd get from something like beef.
But it's good.
And I didn't want that, actually. And I knew I wanted something similar, but I didn't know until now, bro. This is really good.
It's really good. South Africa, you having fun just watching us eat on TV this morning. If you haven't had breakfast, I am so sorry, but this is more than enough reason to go to Woolies now and get the deal because, I mean, it's so good. I want you to do exactly what we're doing here. Do a little lasagna taste test at home.
Sure, man.
This
Let me
is
tell
good.
you, Chef Clem is telling you what you need to do, and trust me, you're going to love this one. The World Lasagna Day is a day I'm going to be celebrating. You can skip the prep, enjoy all the comforting flavors of a homemade lasagna with Woolworths ready-made lasagna. And get this, right? You can save 50 Rand on the 1 kg Woolworths beef lasagna until the 2nd of August. Now, you can shop this off at Woolworths. It's available in-store only, and your T's and C's do apply. It doesn't come with the spork, though. That's something you're going to have to add to it yourself. But listen, join the conversation. Let us know how you eat your lasagna. Send us a voice note. The number is 0630369649. And hey, I don't know. If there was a favorite, chicken or beef?
So I'm still talking.
Can you? Man's just transported to another world.
Plot twist.
Oh, yeah?
I'm on the chicken.
Are you? I don't know, man. I can't decide. You're going to have to get both and make that decision for yourself, Mzansi. Absolutely delicious. Well played, man.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Okay, let's take a break, y'all. Whatever you're doing right now, if you're already at work, just slow down, okay? Don't get ahead of yourself.
Okay, let's go.
Now, we've all had those days. Welcome back, by the way. It could be one of those days for you right now where the to-do list never comes to an end. The to-do just never kicks in. In fact, you've got a list listing the next to-do list that you've got to do.
And my house, bro. There's always something to do.
Oh, man, that inbox is completely overflowing. The deadline is coming at you faster than you can say, I'll get to it. But sometimes you don't need to power through it. You just need to pause and take a dip,
Come on,
dude.
you
A
don't have to say
thoughtful
that
dip.
again, bro. I've waited whole morning
A pensive
this
dip.
moment right here.
Do you have any space left after all the lasagnas, the various lasagnas? Do you know that I still haven't eaten a normal food group on this show for like the last week? I've been eating internet trends for the last 5 days, Guy, and not with success, okay?
So you, out of everyone, needs this break right now. Is that what you're saying?
Anything else, okay?
All right, well, listen. I think that's where Omar Russ' time to dip comes in.
Thank you.
These moments right here where life seems to be overwhelming, and I think because whether you're tackling a mountain of emails or maybe racing towards the next deadline, taking a proper break can give you the little reset you need to keep going. And in a world like this where we are so constantly having to prevail ourselves and give off energy, we need to fill our cup up again, man.
Completely, and we've got to also be able to move on to the next thing.
Yeah, just like that.
It's almost like a little defrag, I find, in our industry, because it's a very emotive space. You take on the emotions and the feeling and the purpose of the person you're interviewing. Then you've got to let that go and move on to the next. So this got us thinking, maybe we need to come up with a bit of a workday survival kit to get us through the hard yards. So we're going to put it to you guys as well. But 3 things. Other than a longboard. No, you can actually say a longboard is fine if you want to put it in a mix.
A longboard and a wetsuit, yeah, man.
What would those 3 things be to get you through a day?
It's so crazy. I don't know how you would put this in a kit, but I think the best representation of this would maybe be like earmuffs and a blindfold. Okay, now don't get any crazy ideas, yeah? But what I mean is, you literally need to shut the world out and have a time just for yourself. Pure silence, pure extract yourself from the chaos.
Chamber, yeah.
Literally, man. It's almost like bath in silence and just listen to yourself for a moment. Because there's so much noise externally happening, there's so much chaos happening. You just need that moment to usher in the silence and bring on that bliss.
So you've had quite an intense week then.
It'd be rough,
he
bro.
needs like a complete sensory shutdown around him. For me, I suppose we are quite lucky in that we kind of understand each other here and people understand each other's pressure points. So the amount of coffees, Henny, we love you, Guy. The coffees that get handed out here, we understand we do need some caffeine. It really is one of those crazy dynamics you've got to kind of plug straight in. So it's an energy thing for me, I've realized. So I kind of need... Part of my survival kit is everyone around me to just be okay with me being like I am in the morning. And that's how we get through our day. So the team dynamic is probably the most important for me. It's not what I need, it's what I need from everybody else
around
me.
Guys, step up. Here
Come on, guys, come on.
Step up now.
And we can say that because we work in a collaborative space where the sum of the parts, you know what I'm saying? It's whatever we end up with after our 3 hours, that's the magic.
Yeah, that's so true, man, G. I think the other thing that I would maybe just add to this, and I like how philosophical we get in because this makes so much sense, but at the same time, we need to be so practical in our day. I think something as simple as a watch. You know how we speak about time and our thoughts and beliefs of time and what it actually means. But listen, you need a watch just to show up and be accountable to what you've committed to. Managing your time, managing your processes, and managing how you show up in any moment, right?
Can I get a timekeeper? Can I have someone, especially in a referee's outfit, one of those American-style referees with a stopwatch, who stands next to me and just gives me those signals. And no, we do. We get lost in the time that we get to spend with you here. So we understand the value of putting the brakes on, taking a break, connecting, and finding out what we need so we can be there for each other. Most importantly, though, we can go blah, blah, blah. Coffee is what we need, and we need an Omar Rusk to dip. It's as simple as that. So step away from the screen. Little screen, big screen, it doesn't matter. Step away from the deadline that is looming. Just take a moment to compose yourself. And then, of course, we're going to help you as much as we can. Remember, Omar Rusks is giving Mzansi officers the opportunity to have a real break with a share of 150,000 individually wrapped Omar Rusks up for grabs.
Woo, listen up. This is
in a pile.
How you get involved in this one. You want to be a part of it. All you got to do is head over to omar.co.za, nominate your office, and then complete the entry form. And they want you to confirm your email, and that's it. You are in. Now, your T's and C's do apply, and all I'm going to do is say, take a moment, breathe, and good luck.
Officially unavailable for meeting activities. I'm on a break.
Andre!
I'm on a break!
Well, we are just padding here because we are bracing ourselves for a magical performance from one of our absolute favorites. To set the scene, introduce his cohorts. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Mandisi Jantjies.
From Intlambululo comes the song Othandwa Ndim, which is a beautiful love song. I hope you enjoy it. Kudala ndizula ndifuno nje bese ndinama ndisitha kekho nje ndadibana nale ngelosi yaze yabutshintsha ubomi bam ndithi kudala ndizula ndifuno nje besendinga ndisitha kekho nje ndadibana nale ngelosi yaze yabutshintsha ubomi bam. Kudala ndizula ndifuno nje bese ndingama ndisitha kekho nje ndadibana nale ngelosi yaze yabutshintsha ubomi bam. Kulothandwa ndim, othandwa ndim, yizani nibone, yizani nibone, lothandwa ndim, othandwa ndim, othandwa
and we're not going to let them leave. We've actually put chains on the doors so they aren't allowed to leave. We absolutely love the magic, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you to the ensemble as well. You guys are magical. Clearly, we haven't lowered their standards just yet. They are here to carry us through the rest of the show. Another performance coming their way. Then we're back in the kitchen. Branwen has got one more special treat to share as part of our culinary hotline. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
And welcome back to the kitchen. And yes, it is the last installment, sorry about that, of the Culinary Hotline Bling! I'll take it. Chef Branwen Philander in the kitchen, and we're going to be talking through this amazing pancake that's had a lot of people involved. Ral and I were involved, Chef was involved with it. We're going to talk about how we assembled it, and then we're going to make an amazing mango dessert. But if you have any questions for myself or for Chef Philander this morning, let us know on the WhatsApp magic number on 063 036 9649. Chef, I'm sorry. My favorite fruit is in front of me, and he's making me not to get distracted. Okay, mango, super amazing. We're going to use it for the dessert, but I feel like we should talk about this pancake first.
Yeah.
So, beautiful flapjack that we made earlier.
Nice and aerated, yeah.
Can you talk me through all the other layers and how it's all come together?
So everything comes together with the sweetness of the bacon and then the spiciness inside the bacon as well as jam, and then the avocado give you a nice creaminess to finish it with.
Very, very, very cool. Good for breakfast, but also for lunch or dinner. It's perfectly fine for that.
Perfect, yeah.
Absolutely. Dessert time.
Dessert time,
So we got our mangoes ready. And what are we actually making?
So I'm making a mango tart. So I'm making a tart that has a mascarpone mousse with vanilla and cinnamon in there. So it's my take of almost like a ginger sponge cake almost, but my version of it. So I'm just gonna put a pipe with cream cheese in there, and then slice the mangoes, plate it nicely. I have a lime gel for that to cut out all the sweetness, and then I also gonna serve it with some vanilla ice cream. Yeah.
Sounds good. Let's go, Chef.
So I'm going to start doing this first.
So what is in that first bag that you got? This is the mascarpone cream.
This is the mascarpone cream here. So this is going to be my way of elevating my mangoes. And just cut through the sweetness of the mangoes. And then the mangoes I'm just going to slice.
Let me get you a fork as well, Chef.
Yeah.
And the mangoes we're using, are we using fresh or those are tinned mangoes?
I prefer the fresh ones. Fresh is best, but also tins. It's also nice for that sweetness if you want that soft, tender mango. Some of the mangoes in the shops can be hard, so hence why I'm using the softer one in the tin.
And it also means that you can make this dessert any time of the year because we're not relying on seasonality as well.
Yes, exactly. And it's affordable. Anybody can make it at home. It's nice. Nice and sexy this for summertime or when you're hanging with family and stuff like that.
Absolutely. I mean, and it also looks really beautiful. I mean, the effort you've definitely put in to make the tart shells, but the other elements you can make ahead of time. Well, everything you make ahead of time.
Yeah,
So
you
you can
can.
prepare this in front of your guests at the table.
Exactly. This is how it works with private chefing. I'm a private chef, so I do this a lot. Where I talk to the guests, dealing with them, and just always entertaining them with,
Very,
with
very,
food
very
and stuff.
cool.
Yeah. So I like this. This is nice and simple. Now I'm gonna get my pipey cream in there.
Simple but visual, and I think that's important because especially when you're doing private chefing, the
food has to look sexier.
Besides the fact that they're hiring you so they can get fed, I feel like there's also quite a thing about the presentation of like, I don't want to say showing off, but when you're getting a private chef coming in, you want to make sure everything looks fantastic and amazing. Otherwise, what is the point? And this is how you do it. It's that effort that you put in the presentation.
Exactly. Yes.
It makes all the difference.
Yeah, people eat with the eyes. So people, before they start eating, they always take out their phones first.
That is true.
So
That is
usually
true.
Food should be really sexy. Yes. So that is that. Put a garnish on it. Then I need a plate for my ice cream.
Sure thing.
And
What
then
is
all
your?
good.
I see we've got a crumb as well, chef.
Yeah, so it's going to be the bottom of the base, the tartlet. It's just vanilla, like a short crust, shortbread biscuits like that.
Oh, nice.
So at the bottom, yeah.
Oh, is that? You go ahead, chef. Show me your magic here.
Okay, just plate this here.
And that's so it doesn't move around
Doesn't
on the
move
plate.
around. That's a chef's secret. And then some.
It's so quiet.
It's so quiet.
The first time the whole morning.
I need some garnish on there, and then my ice cream.
Amazing.
Okay. That's it.
Is that it? Is it time? Okay, I'm going in. First of all, let me just got to get a 360. Make sure everybody can see what we're working with. Very beautiful. Okay. Any advice going in? Just go in, get
Just dig
everything.
in, get everything. The ice cream, mango, everything inside them.
A beautiful, beautiful break on the tart shell. Should we do it like they did in Taste Masters? Okay. Beautiful presentation. Crust, not too thick. Breaks easily, nice and short. A good amount of the filling on the inside. Look at that. Let's turn it around. Definitely not missing the filling. Okay, cool. We spoke about the mango, but will the mango flavor come through? That's a big bite. Get my batter's person on here. Okay. In the best way to say, that is the easiest way to put a smile on someone's face.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste complicated, but what it does, it ticks all the boxes. It's creamy. It got a slight bit of tangy, just of that mango, with a little bit of acidity. That mascarpone cream with the butteriness of your crust.
Cuts through the sweetness as well.
You could put that on anything. That is so incredibly good. And your ice cream as well. Is this an ice cream that you made, chef?
Yeah, it's freshly made.
Whoa, it's a homemade ice cream. Okay, we got to go in for it.
Lovely. Enjoy yourself.
That's a proper vanilla bean ice cream, chef. Absolutely amazing. Brandon, the food this morning, sensational. Not only does it taste amazing, it looks amazing. We can't wait to find out what the rest of your journey has in store. We actually want you to come back. Give us the updates, give us the recipes.
I would love
Thank you
that.
so much, Chef.
Thank
You've
you.
been amazing. You've been
you, guys.
amazing. Come back next week again. And also let us know what you want to see us do on the Culinary Hotline, and we will actually do it. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. It's been the Culinary Hotline Bling.
Ting,
ting, ting.
Yeah.
Think it's just another day? Well, not anymore, because I could be pulling up to your door next. Spin and win up to 20,000 Rand, plus an extra 2,000 Rand if you have a World Sports Betting account, and another 2,000 Rand if you can hit a small dance challenge with me. To enter, all you have to do is head over to the competition post of Expresso's Facebook, X, and Instagram pages, and all you have to do is follow the prompts. And not signed up yet? Well, head to wsb.co.za, use the promo code TheBeat50 to get a free 50 Rand sports bet. World Sports Betting, bet to the beat. I'll see you soon.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to Beauties. Thanks for an amazing show, guys.
Thank you.
What a
brother.
great day. Thank you to everyone who's contributed. Mandisi definitely has added the vibe and the rhythm. If you want to plug into his symphonic celebration, 22nd of August at the incredible Artscape Opera House. Web tickets is where you'll find the tickets at an absolute steal. Ridiculously cheap. How many musicians must he pay every time he performs? Come on,
This
guys.
is the very, very pits when it comes to just beautiful crescendos, beautiful music, and a celebration of South African expression. We're talking about Mandisi Gianchis. This is a rendition of what you can expect when you get those tickets from Zanzi. Get ready to be entertained.
The next song is called Uhambo, a song that talks about our responsibility in rebuilding and building our homes and our communities and our country. The government is responsible for that, but we are the people who will change the trajectory of our lives. Uhambo. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
Siko
Save a little something for the actual performance, guys. 22nd of August, they'll be at the Artscape Opera House. Web tickets is where you'll find those tickets, as I says, as a steal. So please go and jump on board. What a show, man. What a show.
To do that, go get those tickets from Zanzibar. And just imagine not just this, but a whole philharmonic orchestra behind it. Oh, it's going to be an experience, and we'll see you there.
It's going to be a beautiful day tomorrow. Adios. Never forget how much we love you. Goodbye. Have an amazing day.
Another feel-good production.